Teddy Bridgewater.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Petty Casanova in the building. Pettiest man alive, Mr. P.kidd himself. How y'all feeling, man? We just came on here to talk junk with y'all, real talk. We don't actually have a reason to be here. We just came on here to talk junk.
How many people are here?
Just 9, 8, 9. It'll get popping, maybe. It's not really our genre, so
Oh, okay. Well,
we'll see how it works.
we're gonna
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, rocking with us, man. Like the video, subscribe to the page, all that good stuff. Talk Chicago Sports Weekly. Keeping it cool, man. Keeping it light. Don't who we got in here? We got Jeffrey in here. I see Justin in the chat. What's going on, y'all? Baki in the chat. What's good, Baki? How you feeling, my guy?
We got some couple minutes before the Sunday night football game comes on.
Yeah.
So figure we talk a little sports. Figure we talk a little trash about Dallas.
I literally got on here with nothing to talk about, though.
You know what? Let's make it interesting for him.
Let's make it interesting. All right.
So
You suck. Oh, all right. My bad.
what? Obviously, we're two idiots drinking right now. Y'all can't blame Matt Nagy anymore. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can.
That's a dumb comment right there. Like, you caught me at the right day, right time, with the right amount of liquor.
Yeah. And there's more to be had.
So, in fact, you know what? We're gonna get this super chat busted for every time someone does a $5 super chat. We're gonna take a shot. We're gonna see how long this lasts. We'll see how long this lasts. For every $5 super chat, we're gonna take a shot.
All right, let me go get the shot glass.
No. We're gonna eyeball these shots.
We measuring it out.
It's eyeballed shots.
You're not killing me.
I mean, everyone has to get up early. I mean, why not? Oh man, I feel like talking a little NBA before we get into this Sunday night football. We were looking at that NBA 75 list, and we realized that Kyrie was actually on the list. They took him off. That report came out. There actually was video. People have sent in footage, video of Kyrie being on the list, on NBA.com, and they took it down, right? So Kyrie Irving was actually on the list. Oh, there we go. One of those shot glasses look bigger than the other.
Taller and wider.
Okay, yeah, that's
Same thing, but taller and wider.
Nah, that doesn't work for women.
Good night, everybody. Oh man, I chatting fellas. I know.
You turn that down. I mean, I like Drew Brees, but good lord.
Listen. Let me be honest with you. Once I found out Dak Prescott wasn't playing tonight, I really cared 110% less about this game.
Hey, how do you feel about Tom Brady being one of 4 QBs that have over 2,500 yards within a season with as many TDs? I mean, he's absolutely steamrolling right now.
I mean, I feel like he's the GOAT. Chatting fellas, I know the Bulls play tomorrow, but I gotta ask, what bigs do you think the Bulls will get? Y'all gotta understand, Bulls are not gonna make a move for a player probably until the trade deadline. If they do anything, it's gonna be to sign somebody, but they're gonna see how.
Unless it's
they're gonna see how like this team. That's what I'm saying. If you sign somebody that's not playing right now, but they're gonna see how like this team plays. And in the first experiment of it, they dominated defensively against one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah,
like you might not get a trade this year because they might play small ball all year. And I'll tell you this, for everybody that's concerned about about teams playing small ball and can you be successful playing small ball, Warriors won a championship off of it.
Absolutely. If your offense is good enough, you can win playing small ball.
And even when Kevin Durant was there, they won a championship off of it.
But Kevin Durant is an underrated rebounder, though, and defensive player. Kevin Durant was absolutely
Kevin Durant is the chase down block king.
Okay. Kevin
Durant will let you blow past, but he'll block it off the glass. But
Kevin Durant does everything LeBron James does, but get the assist because he's the shooter on most of the
time. Yeah, but he's still the 7-footer that's at the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? He's not in the glass banging around. And the one weakness that
Kevin Durant has to put on 40 pounds to be banging in the paint.
Kevin Durant shouldn't be banging in the paint in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? But I would say the one weakness that everybody always said Golden State has, which always cracks me up because they kept winning championships, was they don't have a big man inside. They didn't need one.
They had JaVale McGee, who's underrated. He's a very underrated big man.
Solid. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's rated for what he is. I don't know why.
Very underrated.
What should we rate him as?
I mean, people know him from Shaqtin' the Fool, but I mean, 2 rings, and he was very pivotal on those things.
On one of them.
Definitely for one of them.
Oh, for the Warriors one.
Yeah. So even in his position now, he's doing pretty good.
Shout out to Eddie P, man. What's going on, bro? We just in here talking junk. What is going on?
What's happening?
The gross amount of strip clubs in the burbs still wasn't explained to me. I don't even know.
Oh, it was a comment on the last one. Someone talked about how the suburbs are like have a gross amount of strip clubs. No, that's a fact though. Like in the suburbs of Chicago, there's nothing to do, so they have like these hidden strip clubs all over the place. How I know that is not neither here. Oh, listen. How I know that is neither here nor there. I have not been to them.
Now, Chad, did that sound confident in the slightest?
I'm confident. My wife is upstairs.
Hey, listen.
I'm not stupid.
Hey, respect.
I respect my religion too.
Oh man!
You know what I want to talk to you about?
Imagine if this team had Rodman. I'm so sick of these guys that comments like this. Like
that's a P1. You can't say that.
Hey, listen, Jeffrey. If this team had Dennis Rodman right now, they would still be in the same position rebounding wise because Dennis Rodman is 56.
Let's talk some football real quick.
What we got?
Let's talk outside of the Bears. What team has surprised you the most?
Cincinnati.
Really?
Cincinnati. Because defensively they've been better. Now, not today, but defensively they've been better. They've competed more. They've fought through a lot of the issues and the injuries, and I think that they have 3 of the most dynamic offensive players in the NFL. And one of them is on one ankle and still producing a lot.
I'm going to go.
Ankle injuries don't really heal in any sport in season.
Yeah.
You have a bad ankle injury, you've got a bad ankle injury for the rest of the season.
The way Joe has bounced back, Joe Burrow, that is.
Yeah.
I absolutely appreciate it because he had a really disastrous injury. Like that type of injury could scar somebody for a while mentally, you know. So the fact that he bounced back, got his boy Jamar out there, that connection right there, it goes to show you what chemistry does. You know, that kind of reminds me of the whole Allen Robinson, Justin Fields thing. Like that chemistry ain't there.
How different it is.
Yeah, because he definitely linked.
Like, I know exactly where you want the ball because I've been playing with you for 4 years. Like,
yeah. So, but team for me that surprised me the most is KC.
How bad they've been.
How bad they are. It's like people
that to me though.
Kelsey not catching the ball.
I'm gonna be real with you. To me, that's not surprising in the slightest though. Like not having tackles makes you bad. That's how important the offensive line is.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl champions are
lost all the time.
Are the same have the same record as the Bears. Or the former Super Bowl champions, I should say, have the same record.
Super Bowl champions of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, have the same record as the Bears though.
No, they don't. They're 4-3.
Who?
KC?
They're 4-3. I thought KC lost last week.
I could be wrong.
I thought KC lost me last week.
I could be wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But I don't think so.
I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
Let's see. KC. That's how you know we just on here just be.
Dog, we just ain't here having fun, dog. It's 12 people in here. 6 of them hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it. Whatever. I just felt like going live talking some junk out here. You know what I'm saying?
Because we didn't have nothing.
We ain't had nothing to do. We got Sunday night football coming on, man. We got Dallas versus Minnesota. Should be
this game?
KC is 3-4, Baki said. Unless they won today. Oh no, they play tomorrow.
Oh well,
they play tomorrow. They could be 4-4.
They're gonna be 4-3. Oh, I mean 4-4.
Yeah, they should. Oh my God, what a turnaround!
Look
at that play. Look at Justin Fields. That's my quarterback. That's my good block there by Darnell Mooney. Underrated. What you don't see on that play is Jason Peters kills a man.
I love how you point that out every time.
Dog, he kills somebody, dog. There's moments where Jason Peters is like the old dude in the room, and it's like, man, this is sad. Like, he really ain't got it no more. He's just really old, blah, blah, blah. But then, like, every now and then you see a play where like he's hitting a cutback block on somebody, or somebody's coming in trying to make a tackle and don't see him coming, which I don't know how it's possible to not see him coming.
It's 400-pound man. Dog.
You see him just getting there. He's just like, it's like, why would you do this to yourself?
Hey, the craziest thing for me in this whole game is
Devon.
The craziest thing for me is how many people trash Jimmy G. Like,
you know what?
Jimmy G is a lot better than people give him credit for.
We had a guy call in from San Francisco who's a Bulls fan, but he was also a Niners fan, and he said he's like, I like Jimmy G. I want Jimmy G to stay, but the city of San Francisco just don't. And he said he's gotten into Kyle Shanahan's doghouse. I think Jimmy G got traded out there and then was filling his oats because I'm pretty sure didn't he date a porn star like Mia Khalifa or somebody or something like that?
I mean, I'm sure he didn't date her, but okay.
No, like they was together. Like he was living it up. Like he was living that like I'm out here, but he hadn't done nothing yet. And then like Kyle Shanahan was like, I think it was one of those like, you realize like I'm the reason you're talented, right? Like my play calls and the schemes that I'm putting you in is the reason you're able to run these plays, able to play good out here. No. And I really don't need you.
No, Kyle, you need Jimmy G.
I don't think Kyle needs Jimmy G.
I think so. Trey Lance.
Kyle got to the Super Bowl and Jimmy G threw 9 passes.
Okay, Kyle got to the Super Bowl. Jimmy G. That's true, but he got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. Jimmy G had an excellent season.
Jimmy G averaged 15 passes a game that season.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
You were wrong about Joakim Noah's points per game. Let's see this. Okay.
Let's see.
What year was that?
15 to 20. What was that? 2010?
Definitely won
20. No, I'm tweaking. 2018, right? KC won. KC won the Super Bowl. What was that? 18, 19? Something like 18. That? No, 18. Yeah, 18. Because 17 they got drafted. Came in the second year. Pat, look at the 49ers record without Jimmy G. You would be surprised. It's awful.
Listen,
I'm not saying
if you are
listen. I'm not saying they don't need Jimmy G. I'm saying Kyle Shanahan probably believes they don't need Jimmy G because he did get to a Super Bowl while having that man throw 9 passes.
Hey, listen,
I think Jimmy G is an excellent game. I think Jimmy G is a young Alex Smith.
I think Jimmy G could be a young Brady, depending on how you look at it.
Nah, not at all.
Not
at all.
No.
Not at all.
Brady does. All right, listen.
Not at all.
All right, let me preface this by saying I do believe Brady.
You didn't preface it. You already said it.
No. Let me preface this by saying
this is post face now.
Whatever. Right? Brady is the GOAT. I do believe that. However, he has benefited from really well-developed teams. There's not a team in which he took to the Super Bowl that wasn't a good team. He's never had a team like Aaron Rodgers where he absolutely is the only reason they're there. He's never had it.
Brady has broken many of touchdown records without an actual wide receiver, though.
Okay, Brady's broken many of touchdown records because of the scheme, but those players.
So the player don't mean nothing.
No, those individual players have to do their job.
Yeah, but
to get a touchdown, I have to throw the ball and you have to catch it.
Who's Brady's best wide receiver?
The short guy.
No, it's Randy Moss. It's the year he lost.
No. I mean, that's the one he broke the touchdown record with.
That's the one he broke the touchdown record. That's his best wide receiver.
That's the best wide receiver. They didn't win that year.
They didn't win.
But
they lost.
If you asked me who his best one was, it was Welker.
But he's a guy.
No, he's not a guy.
He's a guy.
He's not a guy.
You saw him on another team. Guess what he was? Okay. After the 1 year with Peyton.
Yeah, you saw him on another team at the end of his. I mean, look,
guy.
No, he's not a guy.
Guy.
He's not a guy.
Yeah, white dude runs fast. That's a guy. Could have been an accountant.
That white guy who runs fast could have been an accountant. Was busting people's tail in his league. He was one of the best receivers in the league. And you can't say the QB makes you good. No, because you have to catch the damn ball.
You do have to catch the ball.
So if you don't catch the ball, you're not a receiver.
But a lot of Wes's passes are, I'm gonna catch this and sit down in the slot.
Okay, a lot of those. Dude, you know how many wide receivers have literally made their career off of that?
Wes, I'm not downing what he did.
Not just Wes. A lot of receivers
I'm not downing what he did, but if we being real, If a sneaky athlete, yes. Any white dude is always sneaky athletic, dog. It don't matter. I don't understand it.
Edelman.
Caruso got sneaky hops. Like, fam, he's putting people on posters out here.
He does have sneaky hops because when you see him walk into a gym, you don't think he's gonna put you on a poster.
Hey, listen,
that is sneaky athletic.
Listen, it's sneaky hops the first time you get put on a poster. After that, it's no longer sneaky.
Yeah, I mean,
if you get dunked on, that's on you.
Do you think he's gonna be doing that his whole career?
No, but he also shoots the 3 ball at 40%.
Anyway,
yeah, it makes his life easier.
Anyway, Welker.
Couple of guys.
They may have been just guys, but guess what?
They were guys with Tom Brady throwing them the ball.
No, you can't say that.
I can. I watched them do it.
You can't. No. You can't say that though. You can't say it was just a guy. No, that guy ended up being a really good pickup and was willing to fit into this system, but he still had to perform. That guy still had to do what all the all-stars or superstars within the league had to do.
Are they number?
Had to catch the damn ball.
Are they number one wide receivers on any other teams?
There's a couple star receivers on their current teams. I don't think will be good on other teams. I don't think DK Metcalf will be as good on another team right now. And DK Metcalf is a man's man.
I don't know about that. I mean, he just got to be big most times and good. He's got great hands.
Allen Robinson right now will be excellent on a different team.
He would be excellent on the Seahawks, to be honest with you.
What is he on the Bears? Just a guy.
He's a guy.
But you all sat here in this chat and said he's top 10. And he is top 10.
He's a guy now because was it you? I was having a conversation with somebody in the chat talking about A-Rob. I was saying that to me, no, it was you today.
I said
it was you today. I said that
he gets no separation.
Not even that, but what did he get today? 3 targets?
3 targets.
I'm not looking your way at all. Like 3 targets is like your wide receiver 3. Tyler Boyd is getting 3 targets. Thank you, Ringo.
He is.
Tyler Boyd is getting 3. You know what I'm saying? Like Allen Robinson is not getting number 1 targets right now. Let me see. Let me look up.
Realistically,
is Allen Robinson a guy? Yes, but it's also because the quarterback, like his talent isn't a guy talent. The quarterback is looking at him and being like, "You're not the guy. Let me go to my boys."
Guys go to the Patriots. Like Chad, and didn't Chad go to the Patriots?
Chad couldn't figure out the scheme. That made me so sad.
But guess what?
I was like, oh, Chad.
Guess what?
Chad don't really know how to run a route tree. Is that what you do?
Guess what? So Chad ended up being a guy, but on another team, Chad was Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't say that.
Well,
because
guess
what?
I'm saying,
Wes Welker, Edelman, you know what they did?
They
had the intelligence and they were able to perform well enough to get those targets.
Yeah, no, he got 4 targets. He caught 3 of them. That's crazy, though. Allen Robinson is not getting, but this is the thing. He's
not getting enough targets.
He's not getting enough targets to actually show what he can do. Allen Robinson is a good wide receiver. Allen Robinson is a really good wide receiver.
You know who's a good receiver too? Who's probably not getting the credit he deserves?
Yeah,
Crowder. On the Jets.
No, he's a good receiver. He's a good receiver.
I just got Zach Wilson.
I'm gonna be real. I like to see the Bears gonna get that much.
Pick him up.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, I would give rid of Robinson for him because he creates separation. I watched him. I know. I picked him up 2 years ago.
I would get rid of. Well, you don't. You're gonna have to find a wide receiver anyway. That's the honest thing that you got to look at, especially because A-Rob's probably gone. Mm-hmm. Like more than likely, A-Rob is gone. So you got to ask yourself, who is Al Michaels still killing the game? Shout out to you, my good sir. I love Al Michaels.
Oh yeah.
It's
crazy when you grow up hearing somebody's voice on TV and then you just like you feel like you know him when you
know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like he is really goated out here. And then you start realizing their names are like they have calls on stuff you like never realized it was them. You'd be like,
yeah. Absolutely.
Because Al Michaels the miracle on ice? I don't know if any hockey fans are here, but I think Al Michaels might be miracle on ice.
I wouldn't know that.
Do you believe in miracles? Yeah. Chris Collinsworth too. Yeah, cool.
This is a legendary crew right here.
It's Sunday Night Football, dog.
Man, listen, but I never really appreciated it as much until I started doing this with you.
This is true.
You know, like you put me on to I never paid attention to Stacey King calling out games until you put me on Stacey, like and really listening to him.
Yeah. So
I listen to the game totally different now because it's like, yo, like this is really what we doing. You know?
Oh boy, you know I had to come here. What up, YBS? Here go your boys, man. They probably about to get thrashed.
What he said?
I'm not even trying to troll. Do y'all still have Mims? Oh, you talking about Javon Wims? No, we cut him. We cut him before the season started. No.
We throwing to Javon Wims.
We throwing it to Javon Wims. Flips table. It was actually a folding chair. We didn't have money for a table at that point. We're doing so much better. You know what's crazy? This is what's crazy. Shout out to y'all, first off. I was sitting here last night.
About to cry.
No. I was sitting.
I almost dropped the phone.
I thought you. Never mind. I didn't know what was going on. I was sitting here last night and I really was like looking through how long our videos have been busting and popping and stuff like that. Like, how long have we been averaging over 1,000 views a video? How long have we been averaging over 100 likes? How long? It's really only been a little over a year. Like, it's crazy. Like, I just went through and I started looking at old videos. And me and Ringo was talking about just reposting some old videos on some like Throwback Thursday stuff. Just like, man, this is crazy that we was here at one point. I was making terrible points about this and stuff like that. I will say I've stood on my GOAT conversation take since year one, since the first year of me doing this.
Okay, let's talk about that. But I will say this just because I'm drinking.
But it's crazy that you've been here the entire time, pretty much, for most of the major growth.
See, you know what? You see how he took my thunder? He didn't want me to get that brag off.
Oh, you been here. You been here.
He wanted me to take that thunder.
You're still a hoe. Yeah, excellent lady. Where's Don Burr at? I'm waiting for his Detroit fandom to show up for no reason. Did y'all see my tweet to y'all? Which one? Baki be tweeting us. Baki, you be tweeting heavy, dog.
Dog, you know what?
I honestly ain't been on Twitter, and Kid kind of stays off Twitter.
Yeah, you know what? I got to get better with that because I realized that that's going to be the next phase of
I would say
growth.
just use it for the information. Or at least whatever Baki tweets you, so you can keep up with it.
You know what it is?
Twitter's a tough world to jump into, though. Like, if you ain't been in, like, I've been on Twitter since since like 2011, 2010.
Twitter was tough for me just because when Facebook and all that stuff first hit the scene, like, I was really big on it to the point where it was like, yeah, like, if we could have done this then, I would have loved it. But
back when Facebook, dog, if we were doing this back when Facebook would let you get a view, when YouTube could count a view for a video posted to Facebook, dog, that was the days, dog.
We missed that boat.
Hey, and Baki, it's I don't even know how y'all hit 10K that fast, man. Listen, y'all support, bro. That's really all it's been. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all come through, y'all like the videos. Even, you know what it is? It's the ones that come through just to rock with us. Like, even now, like, we not talking about the Bears.
We're really not.
We're not talking about, I mean, we kind of are. We spent like 15 minutes on it. But we're not talking about, like, we here watching Sunday Night Football. Y'all really been showing love on that, you know what I mean? I did see that, Baki. We did see that. When that fan got pushed, yeah, we did see that.
Oh, that was...
That's what Muzz don't understand with a lot of this stuff is, like, when you look at a lot of these shows, like, you be like, man, this is mad professional. But we all still kind of ghetto.
Yeah.
We all still got the security off to the side. Y'all don't even know. Mike's standing over there.
Let me ask you this. You said you mentioned something about your GOAT conversation, and you still stand on it from a year ago.
No, from the first year I started doing the show. I went back and saw one of my lives that had, like, legitimately 1 comment and 4 likes.
What did it say?
It was just me saying that I don't believe you can have a GOAT in the NBA.
Really?
I don't. Shout out to you, Eddie P.
Man, appreciate you, my boy.
Oh, wrong one. Shout out to you, man.
Man, appreciate you. You know what? I think you can have GOATs of an era.
That I agree, but to me
that's not
a GOAT.
Time.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying.
The greatest of the era.
That's the greatest of an era.
So who is your greatest of the 90s era?
Greatest of...
That's still GOAT.
No.
GOTE, greatest of the era.
Oh, we trademarking that.
I like that. I pulled that straight out my behind. I like that one.
We trademarking that. 90s GOAT is Jordan. 80s GOAT, I would say.
I go by position though.
Great.
Because if you look
You
at
can with GOTE.
but if you go with if you go with 90s basketball,
Yeah.
you can't say Jordan was the GOAT because Hakeem was definitely doing stuff that Jordan could never do. Jordan would never have the opportunity to do it. Although, if you all look at Jordan's statistical best game,
Yeah.
the man nearly put up a 70 and 20 game.
Yeah. Yeah.
69 points, 18 rebounds, 5 assists. I may be off, but it was definitely nearly a 70-20 game. The only other person in history to have ever gotten that close was Wilt, who has his own record book.
Yeah, basically.
So all I'm saying is, if Jordan is not on your Mount Rushmore, you need to get your head out your behind, because I'm gonna be like,
man, let's have a conversation about that. Forget my GOAT conversation. So the Mount Rushmore topic happened, right?
And Ringo really was.
And I tried to figure out where Ringo was going with it, because here was my problem with it, right? He said, as this game about to get. Oh, you felt that one. You felt that one. That was the one right there. You know that drink you take that gets you to that level. That was the one right there.
I think that was it.
Here come the kickoff here, man. Now we finna have some fun. Now, oh, it's raining? I thought it was a roof in Minnesota.
It's not raining, dog.
What was that was just on the screen? Didn't it look like rain?
No.
All right, I thought it was raining.
Are you okay?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. All right.
But no, what I was gonna say,
you were talking about Ringo and his list.
Oh, so I wanted him to explain like what he was going off, because I was like, okay, maybe he's going off a favorite, or is he going off a best? Because he clearly can't be going off a best.
Can't be going off a
because 20 minutes before he said that Michael Jordan was the best shooting guard of all time, and then
he put D Wade over
Kobe. Oh, Kirk starting off early, dog. Kirk, relax, my guy. Kirk starting off early, trying to give Ringo to come back.
Why are you hyping him up?
Look, I just want to see a good game. That's all
Kirk
I care about.
Kirk is actually one of my favorite QBs, though.
And yeah, you like that?
That's why. Because of that. Ever since he did that, he's been one of my favorite QBs. Talk your talk, man.
What I was gonna say. So I asked him, I was like, so was it favorite? Because you didn't put D Wade on there.
He's your favorite.
You put Kobe on there, so it can't be favorite. But you said best. But you said MJ was the best shooting guard before. And he was like, but I never saw MJ. I said, what does that have to do with who is the best?
I never saw Jerry West.
I never saw not Karl Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
But he's the best. He's one of the best.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't need to see somebody for them to be. That's really this generation right here,
and
dog.
You have enough
this generation be like, if I didn't see it happen, it didn't happen. Y'all gotta relax.
There's enough tape on these guys for you to go back and see it too.
There's so much tape on Jordan. You can watch full games.
You can see his entire career if you just want to go back and look at it.
Kirk Cousins airing it out. Oh, that's a catch. Is that Jefferson? Hey, Ringo might call you talking a little bit of trash in this mug.
Well, guess what? As long as he ain't throw that Thielen like that, because he got both of them.
Oh, defense. All right.
Here's my thing. If we go by favorite, I like Kobe over Jordan. Kobe's my GOAT.
Yeah.
For the shooting guard position.
For favorite. Yeah.
I grew up watching Kobe. I was 6 years old watching Kobe get his first start, like make the All-Star team off the bench, stuff like that. That's my GOAT, right? But even as a kid, I was like, I want to be like Mike. Like you know what? Like you wanted to be like Mike, but you just felt like it was so unattainable because I didn't see 80s Mike. I only saw 90s Mike. I was a shorty, so I only saw Mike when he was winning championships.
Right.
And that just felt like, dang, that level of excellence and dominance at the time just felt so unattainable. But I saw Kobe go from grinding it out to being at the top of the mountain, and it was like, yo, I like that. I can connect with that. So as a fan, that's why he's on there. But if I had to say who's the best, of course it's gonna be Mike.
Here go Ringo. He said, I was watching full games of Kobe, still the best to me, but it's not what you said.
You know the crazy thing about it? The crazy thing about it is I get it. Skill wise.
Oh no. Oh, you got lucky. That was the feeling.
I like how free they play. Vikings play really free football. This is what's up. Who's their coach?
Mike Zimmerman.
And how about this receiver? That's not a bad pass.
A little short.
It was a little short, but I mean he's on a run.
You don't want to see him off the back foot like that.
Away.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, if we grading it off a quarterback stat, we don't want to see him falling off the back foot like
somebody
that.
who's gonna throw it on a consistent
I
basis.
probably played quarterback in high school.
Ooh,
that was a wobbler.
Ball.
That was a wobbler. Oh, good defense. Great defense.
That's not no PI?
Yeah, it is. I don't know about that one.
That's PI. He held him. And it's roughing the passer. I think you titled this the wrong way, dog.
What you mean?
You titled it Sunday Night Football. We're Sunday Night Football is in the background. Like we're gonna have life conversations at this point.
I mean, I could change the title.
I mean, you do whatever you want to do. It's your show, right?
It don't matter to me.
Okay. Right. You really just said it for the show.
I just jumped on here, dog. Just jumped on here for fun, man.
You don't have to change the title. What would you change it to?
I don't know.
All right, then leave it alone. But Super Chat still busting.
Let's see.
We're doing this on camera too.
Might as well.
Hey, people ask us for the behind the scenes stuff. This is what happens behind the scenes. I do want to rank your favorite players though. I want to get a real ranking because Joakim Noah is one of your favorite players, but he's absolutely like bottom tier for his position. Like he doesn't scratch top 50.
Defensive player of the year.
He doesn't scratch top 50.
Defensive player of the year. You don't have to scratch top 50.
You know who gets wildly disrespected to me? Who's the defensive player of the year? Gary Payton.
Who disrespects the gloves? Is that a touchdown? Oh, dog. Oh, dog. Here comes Keith. He got a long way to go, but that was a quick touchdown, dog. He got a long way to go, but that was a quick touchdown.
Dang, he scored real quick too.
Dog. What the points looking like?
Well, I'm still beating them, but they got Kirk Cousins projected.
Hey, listen. That's gonna be closer than you think, dog. That might be a little closer than you think. Yeah. Especially if Dallas ain't got no real quarterback out there. They going
that
3-0.
hurts him because that's his third player.
Oh yeah, but you probably get some shots to the tight end. Usually when it's a backup QB, they gonna take the underneath route more times than not, which is usually a tight end. Yeah, it might get interesting, my boy. Yeah, it might get interesting, my boy.
Hey, I stand on mine. I talk trash before the game. What Mike say? That's what a real man is.
Yeah.
Talk trash 0-0.
Hold up. Let me change the thumbnail.
So Ringo, remember, I talk trash before. I talk trash after. I talk trash in defeat. I don't care.
In defeat.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk trash in defeat. Hey, you lucked up. How about that? You just had a day. Don't think you're good. You just had a day. Give it
a second. What I was gonna say.
Wild take here, but I think after a while we have to start moving Iverson off the list. We consider
this is my question to everybody because I always it kind of always comes up similar like that, but is accomplishment in a sport simply based on if you win an NBA championship? Now I understand like winning one puts you in a certain echelon of player. Like you get to conversations of greatest of all time player when you win them. But
in the GO conversation, championships matter.
In the GO conversation, championships matter, yes. But to me,
when we're talking about
just like Allen Iverson, like he's a great player. He's a ridiculously great
when we're talking
talent.
about all-time greats, accolades absolutely matter because you can't be an all-time great if you have no accolades.
But are we talking about all-time greats when we bring up Iverson? Like whoever says Allen Iverson is the greatest shooting guard of all time?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but cultural,
like we don't
cultural impact is
we never talk about AI, no. But I keep hearing, you know, like AI's got to move off of your greatest point guard or shooting guard, wherever you label him, list. And I'm just like,
he was never on my greatest point guard list.
Yeah, I mean he was trying to score, but I mean for me it's just like
he's definitely two guard to me.
It's like I saw him do this and nobody could stop him. Like that's a factor to me. Like I watched you do something and absolutely nobody. Like Michael Jordan is absolutely in 90s GOAT GOTE conversation because he is the 90s GOAT. And even if you want to have GOAT conversation like GOAT, then
he's definitely on the list.
He's on the list, but Michael Jordan is still a ridiculously great player.
Regardless.
If he doesn't win a single championship, he's still probably breaking scoring records left and right. He's still probably, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot that goes into that where I'm just like, I don't really like the GOAT conversation to me is kind of like, man, what is going on here? Oh,
it's Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. Forgot about that. There's glizzies on the screen.
Gotta relax. I don't know. I think when I look at that list, I still have a big problem with Reggie Miller being on that list.
I think Reggie Miller has a big problem with Reggie Miller being on that list.
There's so many other players I would put on that list over Reggie, even from his era. Mitch Richmond is from his era, and if you're gonna be on a list of that nature, you have to be more accomplished than the people that you supposedly were running over. He didn't run over Mitch Richmond. Mitch Richmond is the more accomplished two guard by far. It's not even. Well, it is close.
Who made it further?
I still say Mitch did. Run TMC.
Run TMC never got out the first round, I don't think.
Okay, so Reggie made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Does that mean he's
Reggie
GOAT?
made it to the NBA Finals?
No, he didn't. He was injured.
Yes, he did.
He was injured.
Reggie Miller absolutely played the Lakers in the NBA Finals.
Okay, sure. He made it to the finals. So did Vince Carter twice.
Yeah, listen. You get credit for making the NBA Finals.
So instead of moving the goalposts, you're right. He did go further, but I attribute that to the team making it because they didn't make it because of Reggie. As a team,
no, he was the old dude on the team. Yeah, they made it.
They made it as a team. So because of that, it's not like Reggie can claim that.
It's not bad.
You know who can claim making it to the finals because of being the guy? Michael Jordan can claim that, right?
Allen Iverson can.
Iverson can claim it.
Like I feel like we view losing in the NBA Finals as I love how we're on here. Like we definitely need to change the name of this. We ain't talking no football.
Let's pivot that to some football because there's absolutely some QBs or some other skill positions that don't get the credit they deserve. Like I just mentioned Crowder. I think he's an absolutely good receiver. He's just on a bad team.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson, I think, is overrated. Right now, I think he's overrated. I wouldn't pay him $17 million right now.
He probably won't get $17 million because it's going to be a down season.
Yeah. I think some people are like Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know if I would have paid him his money.
I wouldn't. He's a running back.
You and the running backs got to relax, dog.
Why? His backup's really good when the offensive line is good.
As he goes off for a nice first down.
I didn't say he couldn't play.
Right.
But I wouldn't have paid him before I paid my quarterback.
That's true.
Wouldn't have paid him before. I mean, you pay him before you paid Amari Cooper, and I wouldn't have paid Amari Cooper before I paid my quarterback.
Really?
There's one dude that gets Amari the ball that makes it very impactful, and I tell you what, he probably could get the ball to anybody on the field if they got hands.
That's true.
You pay your quarterback.
Well, he didn't pay the quarterback because of the injury.
I'm still like
they were negotiating.
I'm still paying
a
him.
$100 million contract while you're injured. Like that's a hard negotiating tactic.
No, but
there.
it got to that because you signed him to a what was it? That was oh Lord, no. Somebody saved that man's legs. There should be. I don't know if there should be a flag, but that felt flag worthy.
Something about that didn't feel right, and that was absolutely.
It's on the defense.
it's on him lining up in a neutral.
Yeah.
Hey, that was absolutely Schultz. So thank you for making him pop. Was that Schultz?
That was Schultz.
It definitely was. Let's see. Hey, how about this? I'm kind of worried now because that was a really nice
that was a really
ball.
good play. That was a really good play, dog. Hey man, we in here. I done switched the title up. I'm about to switch to your
Cowboys are 5-1 though.
Yeah, Dak just hurt this week. I think it was just an ankle, right? YBS, let me know. What up, Jay Crit?
Crit, what's good with you?
It was just an ankle for Dak Prescott, wasn't it?
I don't know. He plays for Dallas. I don't keep up with it.
I don't either.
This is a primarily Bulls Bears cast right here, dog.
I like this title better.
What?
Just a little Q&A.
You change the thumbnail?
Yeah.
There you go. Actually, we are taking questions. You got some questions for us? We
also apparently are are selling ourselves out because kids said for every $5 super chat we taking a shot.
Hey, ain't no $5 super chat hit yet.
Ain't nobody hit yet. We good.
So I put the price high enough for people to say, "Nah, I ain't doing that."
Jay Crit, calf strain. YBS said. Somebody just sends in $100, like get the shot, and like, hey yo, you gotta relax.
Like I have to pace you out, dog.
Let's go be over. Let's go be over a couple streams.
So tune in Monday. I take another one for you. Hey, I owe you IOUs for that one.
Yeah, for real. Dog, that was an interesting formation. Was that a diamond formation? Were they just in diamond formation for? I don't remember the last time I've seen diamond formation on offense.
All I'm saying is, Andy Dalton made this offense look really good for a couple games. Then he absolutely got killed a couple other ones.
Well, yeah, when you ain't got no.
That's nice push off though.
Real nice push off.
They didn't catch that.
Damn, he is throwing dots.
Well, that's not a dot. That was in the ground. Like plays like that, I give to the receiver. You have to make that play.
False start. What up, y'all? No, any questions y'all got, man? We just in here having a good time, man. We really just in here having a good time. What I was gonna say? What was we talking about?
We were talking about football goats. Hello, can I ask a question?
Dog, yeah, you don't gotta ask.
Absolutely,
just drop the question, my G. We'll put it on the screen unless it's reckless. I feel like based on your name, the question might be reckless. Concerning.
All right.
What Baki say? Who's the most disappointing team in the NBA so far this season? Brooklyn.
Nah.
Brooklyn. Oh, God dang it, Crit.
Oh, crap.
We doing the whiskey shots? You said the Celtics? They don't disappoint me because I didn't expect anything from them. Like, I feel like they were a disappointment before we got to that. Oh, wow. All right, Key. Jesus. I'm sorry. No more pouring the liquor for you like that.
Well, I mean, if we finish this whole fifth today, which probably will happen.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk.
We're already drunk.
It's just you.
Well, here we go. Crit, that's for you.
Shout out to Jay Crit.
Ooh, I agree.
he said, here's 5 now, send me 10 and I'll take 2 shots. No, the Lakers are. Give the Lakers time. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I see the Lakers, how they're constructed and how they're running this thing.
Just looking at this BS excuse he's giving for this.
No, I'm not. Listen, they losing. Like, there's no excuse for it. Like, they're losing. But I also think you put a lot of pieces that should not. That should not fit together. No, you good. I can grab one. You put a lot of pieces that should not fit together, and it's going to take much longer for those pieces to gel.
I say Celtics just because they've underwhelmed for several years.
I was going to say for the last 4 years.
Several years, they were supposed to be the guys that never end up being the guys. Excuse me. On top of that, I do feel like the Nets are going to get it together. The Nets are dealing with, like, when you expect to have Kyrie absolutely makes that team look like a different team. Kyrie is a better talent than James Harden. I don't care what you say.
To me, Kyrie been gone long enough though that Kyrie wasn't there for training camp. Like, you should have had your game plan together to play without him.
Well,
I don't give you an excuse for that. I think it does make a difference, but you still got Kevin.
How did you miss it by that much?
By 5 feet. Wide left by 5 feet.
God damn. Hey, listen.
Listen. We want you to understand. We can't hit it, but it's not our job.
You don't get paid $1 million to hit that, right? You get paid $1 million plus. On top of that, you practice that every week.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I don't do my job well, I don't get a check. So
Baki says to him it's the sun.
I kind of agree because Devin Booker's overrated in my opinion.
I don't think D Book's overrated.
They put D Book over Zach LaVine.
Oh yeah, I guess by definition he was rated over.
And I think Zach LaVine. You put Zach LaVine on the Suns.
All right, here's the question. I'm gonna put it on the screen just because I said it would be a weird question. Let's see. Would you rather win a football game and win 50,000, or get 25 a day, but have to give up your son? But have to give your son.
No. You're not reading that.
What?
Dog, first of all.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
How about this?
All right.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing.
It was on the screen too long.
On top of that, weird. So you're blocked.
Yeah, we go.
You're blocked. That was first of all, it was a really weird scenario you put it.
We're going full block or just timeout?
Full block.
All right. Full block.
Like, give your son a BJ? Like, what?
I didn't even make it. First off, I was like, BJ.
Yeah,
are we 12?
No. He wrote it that way intentionally.
Yeah, it threw me off. I'm going to give it to you.
Guess what? Bro, no.
Hey, listen. What he said, why you put that up there? Because I can't see that far.
Because he couldn't see it. Hey, we're here.
Y'all see me. Hey, listen. Y'all see me squinting. Based on how many games the Bulls have played, what do you guys think would be a perfect match win wise for each round of the playoffs? A perfect match win wise.
Philly in the first round. Indiana, Miami in the first round. Philly. No.
I'm gonna
Philly
be honest
in the first
with y'all.
round. Miami in the second round. And Bucks in the.
I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Chicago, Miami is gonna be really fun.
It is.
The games are gonna end 65-79. But it is just gonna be pure defense. And you know what? I'll say this. Actually, let me take that back a little bit. You have to be proud of what your Bulls team can do offensively, because Utah's the second-ranked defense. We put up 109 points.
Yep.
Utah was the second-ranked defense in the NBA.
Woo.
That's now good run here.
Good Lord.
Who is that? Delvin Cook. What are you doing, my boy?
Got shot out of a cannon.
Only time Delvin Cook can't play is when Akeem Hicks is on the other side of him.
Well, thank God. Yeah, man. I got Philly first round. I really do. I got Miami second round. I got Bucks third round.
In the finals?
Because I don't see nobody beating the Bucks outside of us. Miami.
No Drew Holiday, though. I don't think people understand how big that is.
Yeah, but Miami. I mean, the Bucks are going to coast to a playoff spot.
They're going to get a playoff spot, yeah.
Giannis is going to get you into the playoffs. And to be honest with you, I don't really care what seeding you are until the playoffs happens, because I fully expect the Bucks to get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Giannis literally went this offseason and got better.
Aaron asks, do you think... What just happened? Your bracelet break? Yep.
No, it ain't broken.
Do you think
His bracelet's older than me. It's my pop's bracelet.
he said air it out? Oh, why'd you
Ooh.
slow down? He put it to you. Justin Jefferson, slow down. Do you think should go all in for Christian Wood or Jeremy Grant this season?
If you have a chance to get Christian Wood, you get Christian Wood.
If you got a chance to get Christian Wood, you go get Christian Wood. I don't think you're getting Jeremy Grant out of Detroit. I think that they like what they building up there.
And to be honest with you, if Cade can get his act together, they actually got a decent squad.
Ain't he hurt?
Yeah, but he's not. He hasn't produced yet.
He's hurt. He's not even playing.
He did just play.
Did he?
Yeah, he had like 2 points.
I didn't.
I don't know how much time he actually played.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about what's going on.
Detroit might not be the laughing stock of the league for much longer. I give him another year.
So I bought that stock.
Hey, it's a good buy. It's a good buy. Absolutely a good buy.
What we got? Here we go. Another question here. How long before ESPN stops brushing the Bulls off as just a try-hard squad and see they're going to get much better and become a real problem? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what y'all need to look at, right? Listen, I love the ESPN, some of the ESPN analysts. I really enjoy Stephen A. Smith mostly because of what he's been able to accomplish as a black man in that world.
Gotta give him credit for that.
I give him credit. It's amazing. He's got a show with his name on it.
Yep.
Multiple shows that First Take is basically his name.
Highest paid.
It's ridiculous
within the organization.
A lot of the analysts I'm talking about, bad pass.
I like how riled up he gets.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who he's yelling at. Is he yelling at himself?
I don't know who he's yelling at, but I want my QB to do stuff like that.
A lot of the analysts are going based on hot topic, not on what's actually happening on the court.
Yeah, it's like they're equivalent of clickbait for them.
The people I listen to most is the NBA guys that really are just up there either having a good time and they needed something to do.
Yep.
What a kick on that punt. Great punt. Or I'll listen to like the guys who aren't there.
I didn't think I like Keyshawn as much as I do.
I like Keyshawn. I really like Keyshawn.
I like
Johnson.
The show that they have
in the more Keyshawn J. Will.
I know that's a different station, but yeah, Keyshawn and Max. I really like their show.
That's ESPN.
What's buddy name? Williams.
Jay Will.
Jay. I love his takes.
That's
Jay Will and Acho
Bulls
to me.
Former point guard.
Yeah, Jay Will and Acho to me are the best in the game right now.
I don't take like Stephen A. Like I love Stephen A. But he is told to pick a side. Now he gets his side to pick. And I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all also got to understand Stephen A. is an analyst that is not unbiased.
He's also a persona more than he is an analyst now.
But he's not. He's an analyst that is not unbiased. He's a Knicks fan.
Oh no!
No self-respecting Knicks fan is gonna go on there and be like, "Yeah, I really think the Bulls got something here." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he's New York.
He's gonna trash. He's gonna trash the Bulls.
But I will say this: he's still a persona. Like you're going to get loud, outrageous.
Yeah.
That's his thing. That's his thing.
Yeah, it is.
And after a while,
but to me,
you get tone deaf to it after a while.
You do.
That's the problem I have with him. Because after a while, it's like, yeah, I wish he toned it back a little.
I think modern media is perfect for Stephen A. because I can't watch. Like, what's First Take? 2 hours, right? First Take is like 2 hours.
If it is, I never watch it.
Or an hour or something like that. I can't watch.
I never watch it.
I can't watch it that long. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I can't watch it that long.
But Keyshawn, Jay, and Max, I can.
But I'll say this. I can't watch it that long because it's fake to me.
Okay.
I can't deal with the Max Kellerman moments where he says Kawhi Leonard is a better shooting guard in the clutch than
I don't like
Kobe
Nick Wright.
Bryant.
I don't like Nick Wright.
I can't deal with
Nick Wright.
You know what I dislike Nick Wright, but you know what I like about Nick Wright? He found a point and he found a way to make it so that he could prove the point to himself, and he argues it that way. I don't like his statements. I think that they're illogical, but he found a point and he found a way to argue it numbers wise to make his argument work for him.
Here's or his right, or the writers found it.
Or the writers found it, but
here's my
why
thing.
wasn't he a writer? I don't know.
Here's my thing, right?
I'd go
Max
on
came
that
from
guy.
boxing.
Max came from boxing.
Stephen A's been NBA.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Where did Nick Wright come from?
A writer. I think he was a writer.
Just a writer, right?
Like a sports writer, yeah.
Okay. So guess what?
There's a lot of people like that.
Guess what? You know what's the difference between him and the random guy on Twitter just making a hot take? Nothing.
You get paid for it. That's it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, money doesn't make the man.
Nah, I look at.
There's nothing about him that's expert analysis.
I'm not a Nick Wright fan at all. I can't stand him. I'd love to debate him one day because I know I'd kill him. But
I destroyed Nick Wright.
But
I destroy him on his LeBron take alone.
Oh yeah, I'd kill him. But the thing to me is I'll give him credit for at least
making it this far,
doing the research to get him to this point.
That's called bias confirmation.
For sure.
Or confirmation bias.
That's why he's on the screen, though.
That's all he did.
That's why he's on the screen.
He saw all the stats that disprove his argument, and he found the one thing that proves his argument, and he says, okay, let me magnify this and drown out all of this. And if you say something with enough confidence and loud enough, people would tend to believe that you are smarter than you are. Guess what? It doesn't work for people who know.
It don't work for people that's smart.
I know better. So
listen,
at this point,
I ain't smart, but I know dumb when I see it.
The moment he said, was that really Nick Wright who said Kawhi was better than Kobe Bryant?
No, that was Max. He said when the pressure's on in the clutch, Kobe Bryant is a better clutch, or Kawhi Leonard is a better clutch shot maker than Kobe Bryant.
I really want to make a video where I take that statement and then I immediately pan to Kobe Bryant with the afro.
No.
Two clutch back-to-back threes in Portland. To get them out of that game. Like he hit the three to give them overtime, then hit another three to win the game.
You go to Kobe on Jimmy Kimmel looking at the screen. Like
I guess when they was cheering.
Yeah. They thought we was done, but we not. And Kobe
like I would love to go just play the entire Lakers versus Nets.
We had that question up there already. I don't even watch them anymore. Did I get another question? Thought we did. Listen to only local commentary. Now, see, I don't do that. I think that you got to expand because I like to see what the national thought process is on our teams. Because like the Bears nationally are a laughingstock.
Nationally, yeah, we are.
We're a laughingstock.
And rightfully so.
The Bulls are a surprise.
And rightfully so.
There he is. Don Burr, welcome to the live, my boy. Oh, okay. You gonna take off with? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that, dog. You just get on out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a good play right there.
Live to fight another day. Rush? Yeah, you don't do that.
They're always coming through with the question. I can't see it. What it say?
I don't know if it's a question or not. P.kidd, has BD turned himself? Oh, Billy Donovan. I was like, oh, wow, we're getting affiliate already. Turned himself as an elite coach on the NBA level after having major success for 30 years on the collegiate level. And is his experience and genius showing with how the Bulls turned it around? No. Billy Donovan has had some of the best teams an NBA coach would dream for, and he hasn't had success with them. Right now, I think that Billy Donovan is a good coach for the Bulls.
I think backup for Elliott look real good.
What I tell you? Hey, guess where he was drafted?
6.
Guess how much money he's making?
Way less.
If I had to talk about Billy Donovan as a coach, very successful, very good. I think he teaches people to play and puts people in a position where they can be successful. But you gotta, as a coach, you don't get the same like.
Hit me again. Good Lord.
You don't get the same love to me as a player would get. You know what I'm saying? Like as a player, like you can score 30,000 points and not be an NBA champion. Like as a coach, your job is to win an NBA championship. As a player, it is too, but like there's a lot of factors that go into it. As a coach, you have one thing that defines you as a coach to me. Like who's the most winningest coach? It's
Don Nelson, wasn't it?
Is it Don Nelson? Is it still Don Nelson?
Don Nelson, most winningest coach without a championship?
No, not without a championship. Just listen. If we're talking about without a championship, that's tough because we about to Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but with a championship, who's the most winningest coach
Jackson.
of all time? Has a it gotta be.
Well, the list is Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, and Steve Kerr as far as elite company. But we know Steve Kerr pretty much inherited an elite team. But
Don Nelson, you're right.
yeah.
And Lenny Wilkes and Greg Popovich is going to pass him this season.
So Don Nelson is
He needs 25 wins. Greg Popovich will become the most winningest coach in history. So, like, and then Jerry Sloan behind him. So, like,
yeah, Jerry Sloan's never won an NBA championship.
Jerry Sloan's never won an NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to look up that it was Don Nelson, but I mean, like, more times than not, what's the
Greg Popovich ain't gonna get that.
25 wins?
Don Nelson has 2,398 games.
Oh, no. 13,035 wins. Greg
Just
Popovich has 13,010. Yeah.
You're right.
He'll get that.
George Karl too.
Yeah.
George Karl was is 199. God, imagine retiring right before you.
Hey, look, we gotta have a conversation about George Karl too, because George Karl liked to trash on a lot of the players that he's had, and every one of them hate him. Ray Allen can't stand that man. Who was my man's in Seattle he had? Gary Payton can't really stand him too much. DeMarcus Cousins hate his guts. Carmelo hate his guts. Like, hey, look, my G, at some point, it's you. What you think on BD, man?
No, I agree with you. Like we said at the same time. Like this is as important for him as it is for the organization.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of a match made in heaven, if you want to use that phrase for it, because we know that he can manage elite talent because he had 3 MVPs on his team.
Yeah.
Which is wild to think of. Like all 3 players went on to win an MVP.
Yeah.
So he had them on the same team. They weren't who they were now, but he absolutely had them. And so, you know, he's always going to get flack for not getting the most out of that team, but they did make a finals.
They did.
They did make a finals.
No, Billy didn't make a finals.
Billy didn't make
Scott
the
Brooks made the finals. Scott Brooks made the finals. Billy's never been to the finals. Billy choked 3-1.
I don't blame Billy for that.
I don't blame Billy for it, but I mean, he was the coach. I kind of blame. I blame Billy. I blame Billy a little bit for it. I ain't gonna lie. I blame Billy a little bit for it.
I blame it on alcohol. So then, no,
blame it on the juice.
No, my take still doesn't change. Billy still has a lot to prove.
He does.
But here's the thing: you have to realize we were so bad as an organization that
the success we're seeing now is more credit to AK than to Billy to me.
The success we're getting now is absolutely credited to both. Because if you don't manage
both,
if you don't manage it right, then this whole thing can implode really quickly, really quickly. Like if you look at how
I'll say that yes, you're right, because Tom Thibodeau had that's a pick. Taking it the other way. Hey, real talk, you want to cut on basketball? You want to cut on basketball? Or are you actually intrigued by this game?
No, we cut on basketball.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really care about this game. Like,
it's 31 random people.
Well, I mean, there's probably some P1s in here.
Hey.
Shout out to y'all.
It's all about Dwayne.
It's all about Dwayne Casey. Hey, listen, Dwayne Casey to me is the perfect coach for Detroit right now. No, but with Billy,
a loser.
Oh, Jesus. He won a lot, actually. Hey, listen.
Dwayne Casey is the next Mark Jackson.
Listen. The fact that you're saying no, because Dwayne Casey would change with the ownership that told him, hey, we'll give you however much money.
No, Dwayne Casey is still Mark Jackson.
I'll say
the way it happened, like soon Steve Kerr got there, 3 championships.
No, it took, what did it say? It took
1 year.
No, it took 3 years.
It took 1 year.
I don't think so.
Steve Kerr was the coach.
No, because Nick Nurse. No, I'm saying Toronto. Nick Nurse came in and coached DeMar and Kyle Lowry for 2 years, I think, and then they made the trade.
No, they won the championship the next year.
Not after firing him.
Yes, they did.
I don't
Nick
think
Nurse
so,
won
dog.
his rookies. Well, not rookies.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't think so, dog. But no, I'll say this. A lot of those teams that Garpax put on the floor that we thought were awful, Tom Thibodeau would have been able to make them a playoff team. Last year's team, Tom Thibodeau would have been able to make a playoff team.
Yeah, no. Nick Nurse was the assistant coach, and then the year
To Dwayne Casey.
To Dwayne Casey, and the year they fired him, the next year he won a championship, NBA champion. Boom, 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 NBA championship.
Assistant. Yeah, dog, but that's all his assistant. He won
NBA champion right there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, that's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy. See what the Bucks are doing right now, man. DeMar's overrated with the tight braids. DeMar's overrated after he dropped 35 yesterday, 36. What was it? Oh no, 30, 32, right? 32. Zach dropped 26. Oh, look at the Utah. Oh, dog, I thought Clarkson boomed somebody. Hey, Jordan Clarkson be acting too hood for me. Like,
he definitely just got his VC up.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
Like the more tattoos he get, the more aggressive he try to get.
We got, let's see. Hey, guys, I just wanted to say, shout out to Sebastian. I love this show. Look forward to watching you guys after every Bulls game. And I'm not an OG, but I'm glad to come across the channel. Hey, listen, dog, you just got to stick around to be an OG, man. I appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with us, dog. Real talk, man. That's big love. Every one of the subscribers, man. We appreciate you, man. Every one of the subscribers that's willing to chime in and have a conversation with us, dog. That's big for me. Real talk.
I need to chase. I need another beer.
Oh.
I'm about to die. Doc, I just realized I'm drinking straight whiskey right now. This entire time I've been sipping is nothing but straight whiskey. Not mixed or nothing like that. About to die. Now, how's this beer going to help?
Have you a highlight? It's basically water.
Oh, that's why I was going to do it. Don't worry, you all. I'm upgrading it as soon as we speak.
Do you guys think we need another confident scorer and playmaker to go far in the playoffs?
No.
So they can't double team Levine or DeRozan? No. You know why?
You can't double team
you can't double team Levine or DeRozan at the same time, and you can't double team Levine and DeRozan. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Vooch a little gimpy, but Vooch is gonna figure out. Give him 18 shots. What did he get? 19 shots last game?
Yeah.
He's gonna hit some shots. He's gonna be a big part of this team. Hey, listen, they taking this out on the Bucks. They just played last night. They are absolutely taking this out on the Bucks. How dare you let us lose to Chicago?
Ooh. Look at Clarkson trying to get his tick in.
Nah, he mad. He was trash last night.
He definitely is cussing out the crowd too.
He's mad. He mad.
You ain't built like that, dog. Shut up.
Nah, he kind of is though.
He ain't built.
he kind of is though. Hey, listen, I don't know what about Kobe telling that man stop playing light skin to change his life around. But that man, ever since then, that Cleveland season, when he was just like, is Jordan Clarkson balling down in Cleveland? Oh, it must just be because he down there by himself.
Can we talk about how the Lakers absolutely messed up having one of the best young cores in the game?
Is it? This is the question I ask on the live. I'll ask y'all here again. I'm sure many of y'all have answered. Is it worth a ring?
I don't think so.
Is it worth a ring? Is it worth a guarantee? I mean, it's a pretty much guaranteed ring. You put Bryant together when Bryant is still running at the level he was running at. You put him with AD if he's on the court, he's healthy.
I don't know. It's a bubble.
That's a guaranteed ring.
It's a bubble ring that I don't value as much.
It's a ring.
No, it's a ring.
I don't take nothing away from a ring.
The reason why I don't value as much.
Listen, if Jimmy Butler had won it, if anybody else had won it, if
Jimmy
Devin
Butler
Booker
had won it, it'd have been different. Now, why would it have been different?
My thing is, it's a ring. Like, it's something somebody don't have.
Won.
You know what I'm saying? It's something.
That's like
it's something that most of the league don't have. That's like when Muzz talk about the Bucks to me and be like, "Yeah, but everybody was hurt."
That's like
they won the championship. You want me to argue about it?
That's like KG getting mad over the lockout season where the Spurs won that first one in '99.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Yeah. Like the Spurs won. Like it's 50 games. I get it. Whatever.
That's not a real ring. Well, it counts on their Hall of Fame resume.
Right. But no, it's not worth it to me because you got to look at it. Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, all who went to their own individual teams.
Lonzo
Ball,
Kyle Kuzma. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Kyle Kuzma's hooping in Washington right now.
Bro, it's a lot.
Like realistically,
Josh Hart, Julius Randle. It's a lot. It's a team.
Yo.
It's a team.
I think the Lakers messed up.
But you got another championship. You got Bron. You're relevant.
Yeah, but
is it worth it?
They may not be able to. Like the Lakers are going to go through a spell where they're going to be the laughing stock for at least 4 years.
They already did that though. That's the reason they had to come back. I feel like the Lakers were so used to being great for so long.
Jordan,
God. Okay, Jordan. Okay, he couldn't get that one. Okay, Jordan, you relax. No, they were so used to being great for so long that they.
Ooh, Giannis came up, pulled up a 3. Oh my God, that's scary. Y'all don't understand. That's scary.
Aaron Rodgers. Oh, they showing. That was random. Giannis pulled up a 3 and they showed Aaron Rodgers. What is going on right now?
Giannis took 10 threes this game.
That's all Milwaukee got. That's all Milwaukee got. Packers and bro, I thought he was about to try and
that's not a foul. This game's been real chippy.
Hold on. Oh, it was a foul.
It's not a foul. Where's the foul?
Let me see.
Crossover. Boom.
Cross. Past him. That's a foul. He's holding him there.
That's not a foul.
As you driving past and I'm holding your arm underneath?
He's not holding his arm.
He's driving past and he's got him like this.
He hold his arm. He just swiped for the ball.
No.
That's a foul.
No. We got to run it back, dog. Look at that left hand.
Okay. I got you. No, we got to run it back. I believe you. I want to mess it.
Are we really
Yeah,
we're not live calling it.
We're not live calling it, but I mean.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. Grabbing that. Talking about his arm.
Whatever.
His arm.
What's up with the chat?
What's going on with
yes,
y'all, man?
It's worth the ring. I don't believe so.
A guaranteed ring. Like that's what's but see, this is the thing, right? You didn't fall off immediately. Like to me, it's like what is what Toronto did worth a ring?
Yes, because Toronto never had a ring.
But
the Lakers have a history of
right.
Rings.
But you
Toronto
got it.
Never got one.
But you got it, and you had to immediately rebuild.
It was worth it.
That was worth the ring.
It was worth it. It's situational. You can't. What applies to the Lakers doesn't apply to the rest of the league. What applies to one team doesn't apply universally. It just doesn't. The Bucks doing it, it matters. They never had one.
Well, they didn't have to sell out either.
Good Lord.
Jesus. Who was that? Oh, Grayson Allen.
Nice.
Oh, not kicking people in the nuts today.
Your small market teams doing it, it's worth it. Your small market team, you need the revenue. You need all of that. It's worth it. Oh, look at the defense. Oh, that's Giannis' brother, too. Yeah. Hey, his brothers are actually pretty close. No. That dude could play football. He's built like a tank.
I mean, everybody say, yeah.
I mean,
Bryant could be a tight end.
Guess what? I'm not trying to see that guy in the alley. How about that?
I don't want to see him in an alley either. You know why? You seen that clip when somebody said something reckless in Greek to Giannis?
Oh yeah.
Or no, to Thanasis, and then Giannis ran over there and was like, "What you want to do?"
Come here.
I was like, dog, can you imagine these two? And they playing a game in LA, and then the third brother come pulling up.
Anytime you get a whoa.
Hey, listen. Are you more scared of? Here's a question for me. Oh, hold on. Jay Crit dropped the question. Do you guys think Phil's run was a flip of the switch moment for him? I think this game might have been a flip of the switch moment for him. Not specifically that run. I think that run was big for him, though. I think the entire game where he was able to just use his athletic ability. He looked more comfortable doing so. It looked like the coaching staff really told him, hey, do you. Yeah.
Right? It really feels like that to me. So that's why I'm not big on a loss. But I want him to develop mentally. Everybody would tell you, like realistically, I go back to this clip. And so I know it's a different sport, but Pete Rose has a clip teaching him, God dag.
Who shot that?
Grayson Allen again?
Dog, I thought that was Giannis.
Wow. Goes to show you no lead is safe.
4-point game, dog. They about to get run out of here by the I-90 team.
Ooh. Look at that.
That's Conley back. Hey, listen, how much of a difference did Mike Conley make, though?
It's a big difference if Mitchell gives up the ball.
101-95.
Is he fouled out?
Gotta be.
I'm gonna finish this moment in a second. That's $200 million blocking you right there.
He blocked you with his wallet.
That's
Yeah, that's a dagger right there. That's probably it.
No, I don't think so. They're 1-3 away from making it a 1-possession game.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Grayson Allen, 5 of 9 from 3. Look at him finally getting his tick. He reminds me of JJ Redick a lot. Just the way his story arc goes. JJ Redick was the a-hole from Duke.
Everybody's the a-hole from anybody from Duke is the a-hole from Duke.
No, but Grayson Allen was absolutely injuring people. Like he hit the trip.
Thought you kicked the beer, dog. I was like, no, you gotta relax.
Look at that, nice pull up.
No, what?
I was just saying.
You go ahead.
This reminds me.
I'm trying to remember what question I was going to ask.
This reminds me of the Pete Rose thing where he was talking with Frank Thomas and Alex Rodriguez.
Don't change your swing.
You don't change your swing. That's what got you to the big leagues.
Yeah.
You just make the adjustments. And I think the adjustment from the coaching staff to free him up a little bit allowed him to be more comfortable with making those decisions. And so, and by the way, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Pete Rose, A-Rod, Frank Thomas. Don't change your swing. It's probably the best 5 minutes of your life.
If you like baseball, you can apply it to anything. But if you like baseball, dog, it's a baseball gasm.
Yes.
Like legit, like it's just like listening to Pete Rose talk baseball. It's just like put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't care that he cheated. He cheated. Listen, I'm gonna say that anybody that bet on themselves and is ahead in the books.
So he didn't bet on himself to lose. He bet on himself to win.
Bet on himself to win.
No, he's in the Hall of Fame.
He's
in the Hall of Fame.
Look, bet on himself to win and did it.
Hey, when you look at this clip, that same clip we're talking about, he talks about what his percentage was left-handed and right-handed.
Yeah.
I never heard somebody break it down that way. And I don't know if it's just him just being a student of and master of the game or not, but I mean, it's absolutely one of the best clips. I use it in my sales career all the time because
just use that in life, dog.
I've accomplished a lot, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And this is a very what have you done for me lately thing.
Yeah.
But I know I can sell, so I don't change my swing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's game right there.
That's game right there. Giannis wasn't
on the floor.
He wasn't fouled out.
Oh, well, he's on the floor now.
Okay. I know. I don't get
Grayson Allen. That's a bad shot.
I don't get
36 seconds. Well, I guess he needed a break. Maybe.
I don't get that. A minute 45 left. You don't got your best player on the field.
Does the Bulls team have the position of being a dynasty? I think you start talking dynasty after you win your first one.
Yeah, absolutely. But
when you win your first one,
how it's built, if you can win a championship with this team, yes.
No.
If you can win a championship with this team, to me, like with this, like the main core of Zach, Vooch, DeMar, Lonzo. Lonzo's 25. Zach's 26. You could win a lot with that. Now your other two pieces are Vooch and DeMar, who are in their 30s, who at some point you would have to let go, unfortunately. But
what do you
have next? You got to win 3 championships.
You're not gonna find LeBron won 4 jumping teams. You're not gonna get another dynasty the way the league is set up now.
Warriors
the most you're gonna get. The Warriors are not a dynasty.
Warriors have 3.
The Warriors have 3, but they don't have 3 in a row.
It's not about 3 in a row. Are the Spurs a dynasty?
Yes, because of how long they played together.
But they have never won multiple championships in a row.
They never won multiple championships, but they have multiple winning seasons, and they've been in the Western Conference Finals more times than not.
I mean, the only thing that kept the Warriors out was they all start getting hurt.
I get you. The only way, but for a decade to get to the finals, you have to go through Tim Duncan and the crew.
Yes.
Right? And that's why another reason, that's a whole Kobe Bryant thing. Kobe Bryant had to go through the hardest competition to get to the finals with and without Shaq.
Dirk Nowitzki.
He only did it once, though.
Yeah, but that's still the toughest matchups I've ever seen. He had to go through KD.
To be honest with you, he went through young KD and crew. He went through
that had made a finals at that point.
He went through aging. He went through the Lakers.
Had they made a finals yet? No, they hadn't made a finals yet.
Hadn't made the finals yet.
He
went through aging Dwight Howard with the off the back surgery. Yes, he did.
How'd he do that in the West?
In the West, Dwight Howard was on the Lakers at the time that they beat him.
What?
When the Mavs beat the Lakers, Dwight Howard was on the team. It was Dwight Howard, Steve Nash. It was that crew. Steve Nash was hurt a lot. Dwight Howard was hurt a lot. Kobe was hurt.
2011.
Kobe bounced back from that season.
Kobe played. I know
Kobe
that.
played.
Kobe played.
Kobe played.
Listen. I'm sorry. Credit to anybody that beats Kobe. I give credit to anybody. That beats
listen, because Kobe's trying to take your head off.
You know what I'm saying? I give credit to anybody that beats
beat
Kobe. I'm not
Kobe,
taking it. I'm not taking that away from Dirk. 2011. What would we say? Lakers roster. I don't remember Dwight being over there yet.
Dwight was there.
I think you're wrong, dog.
I'm not.
2011. That's 2011, right?
2011.
Yeah, Dwight wasn't there.
Dwight Howard went on that list.
No.
What year did he?
I don't think you. I think you're thinking of a completely different team, dog. Meta World Peace, Luke Walton, Sasha Vujacic, Joe Smith, Theo Ratliff, Lamar Odom, Trey Johnson, Pau Gasol, Derek Fisher, Devin Eubanks. Good Lord. That's a throwback.
Look at that list.
Andrew Bynum, Kobe Bryant, Shannon Brown,
list you named.
Matt Barnes, Steve Blake.
Absolutely right.
That's 2011.
Andrew Bynum was still there.
Because
he hit somebody with a
he
crazy
hit what's his
foul.
name? He hit
in the
with
air.
the bow.
Yep. You're right.
What was his?
JJ Barea.
JJ Barea. He hit Barea with the bow in the air.
You're right. You're right.
I had to think about that. I'm like
right.
Steve Nash. Wasn't that like 2015? Them all got together.
It was 2012. It was the next year.
Was it that late?
It was 2012. Because Kobe. Listen, 2012. Kobe was leading the league in points. Then
he got hurt.
Then he ended up being third in points because he was like Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. And he was like, "Nah, we making the playoffs." Oh. And he ended up going on that tear. And that's how he ended up tearing his Achilles versus Golden State.
Nah, bro, that's still Phil.
Nah, dog.
Mike
D'Antoni is 2012.
No, hold on.
Mike D'Antoni is 2012 because Byron Scott is when he came back.
2012. Let's look. 2012.
Dog,
Lakers
watch I be
roster.
out for a year.
Mike Brown. Mike Brown was the head coach 2012.
That's because what's the name got fired. That's because what's the name left.
He left.
Yeah.
It was Mike Brown, Steve Blake, Kobe Bryant. Oh God, Chris Duhon. Pau Gasol still there.
Pau Gasol was still there.
Still no. Steve Nash is there. And
Before
Dwight
Kobe
Howard
got
is there.
injured,
2012.
Before Kobe got injured, he was averaging 28 points a game, 28, 7, and 7.
2012 is the torn Achilles.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at that point, that game versus Golden State, I never forget it because I was watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, he's absolutely trying to make sure they get to the playoffs. And he was dead set on it.
Hey, what's up with Shannon, little brother? He don't really get no run on this team.
Shannon
Brown, little brother's on this team.
Oh, well, is he good enough to get around on the team?
I don't know. He don't never get no run. That's why. I don't know. He don't never get no run.
Another good question. What we got going?
Who we got where? Oh, Vernell.
My man comes with a thoughtful question.
Oh, Vern be getting deep with it. Vern is AP1. Vern has been watching since Ringo came on the show. Do y'all feel like the Bears got as much explosive weapons on offense as other teams? We just underutilize them because we have other speed guys in Goodwin and Brashad Perryman. We don't use them enough. I would say
blame your management.
Well, I would also say we talk about that, but I don't watch what defenses are being run, play in and play out. If you're playing me two safety high, I'm not taking a deep shot unless I'm blowing past your safety, unless your safety starts to play up. There's a lot of things that go into it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's cover two and you got two safeties back, why would I take a deep shot where those speed guys do come into play, but now I'm throwing it into double coverage? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot. I can't say like, are they underutilized? Yeah, but where am I using them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I want to use them in a screenplay? Do I want to use them coming across the middle? Second time, just put it on the table. Yeah. Do I want to use them in a screen? But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just gonna be chucking the ball up 40 yards just because this dude run a 4.3, 4.2 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's fast, but that don't mean he's gonna outrun the dude that's 30 yards back, waiting for the ball to come to him.
Again, I think you have to blame your management. I think Matt Nagy is a black. Ooh, good Lord!
I don't know where you was going there.
I think Matt Nagy is a bad game manager.
Yes.
And because of that,
I think Chris Tabor, you want to say anything about Chris Tabor? I think he managed the game very well. They lost, but I'll say this. When it got to, the half, and he had an opportunity where it's fourth down, or it's third down, I can call a timeout here, or I can let them run the play, because if they get the conversion, they're on the other side and the clock's still running. They got to use their last timeout. That got him a field goal.
He managed that
That's
well.
That's here.
Smart.
That's smart.
Yep.
Matt Nagy ain't got that. Matt Nagy's calling that timeout. Matt Nagy's calling that timeout.
So because of that,
NBA TV has got to be the worst channel on TV. I swear to God.
Turn that down a little bit because I hate hearing his voice.
I
I do. I just hate hearing his voice.
I'm about to go to league pass.
This is crazy.
Yeah, NBA TV has got to be the worst channel in history. Hey, listen, anybody at NBA TV, any execs, y'all want me to make y'all show entertaining, you let me know. First thing I'm doing is firing Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, God. He coming in swinging. Hey, listen, don't
second greatest point guard of all time.
Hey, don't let somebody start feeling himself. He get 10K, he start telling people what to do.
I was saying that at 6. Yes. I was absolutely saying that at 6.
Y'all think Zach will sign an extension with us? Absolutely.
Hey man, all I'm saying is
not only is Zach gonna sign an extension,
NBA Finals.
Yeah. I think they're gonna sign. He gonna get that done mid-season.
No, they'll wait till next year so they can invoke his bird rights. So he can get the Supermax. Zach's gonna get the Supermax.
He deserves the Supermax.
Zach's gonna get the Supermax. We got Lakers Rockets tonight. That's not a bad game. Bucks just ended. That just ended. What time is it? Is this about to come on? Or is that 9:30 Western time? Nope, that's right now. All right, I guess I'm going. Oh, well, I guess we're going here. Detroit and the Nets. Jesus, that is an ugly game.
You mind having some visitors?
Who?
They need a break.
Oh, they want the kids to come down?
Well, at least Ari.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go get them. Did she text me?
Go ahead, do your thing, dog. I do believe Lonzo could be Defensive Player of the Year. I think he does exactly what everyone says Drew Holiday does for the Bucks. I think he's one of those players that is absolutely elite when it comes to how he defends. And he just, some of that stuff may not show up on a stat sheet, but I think he has it. I'm looking at the Piston and Brooklyn game right now. If y'all don't know, if you're just tuning in, me and Pat, I'm normally in Indiana. Obviously, he's home based here. And we normally don't get together as often in studio as we used to outside of the recorded show. So we just chilling today. So any questions you got, join in, shoot them out. Nothing's off the books. Just don't be weird like the other boy was. Like I don't want to block people before our live event. Like we really want to get to rock with the people who rock with us. Absolutely surprised that Detroit is having such a hard time with Brooklyn without Kevin Durant. It looked like, or maybe he's sitting down. I don't know. I don't care either. Katie just got ejected. Probably. I mean, they're up 20. Who cares? Like, if they lose this game, they deserve to lose.
Who?
You good?
Yeah. She eating right now.
So, okay. All right.
Can't take her off that.
Can't take her off that. You guys need to do more live and Q&As. You guys are cool. Hey, man,
I appreciate y'all, man.
I can't see the rest of the comment. I don't know what you did. What am I supposed to? If you all can't see it, but we got these screens right here.
Yeah.
That are absolutely.
Gonna have to upsize the screens at some point.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting old.
You guys need to do more live Q&As, man. You guys are cool and funny and interesting. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Sebastian, you know what? I appreciate that so much. I want you to ask the
next
question,
I love Marcus Couch, dog.
Yeah, Marcus, we can't put that on the
screen. Hey, listen, Marcus,
I
want you to know, I wouldn't say it, mostly because Isaiah's from Chicago and he might still want to run the fade. But
he's too old to be running the fade.
He's got people for that. He got money now.
No, I don't care. That don't mean nothing nowadays.
He do seem a little salty though.
Yeah.
He do be seeming a little salty. I fit the criteria to be selected. What criteria? The criteria was, does Michael Jordan mess with you or not? In the first round, Heat, Hawks, or Knicks?
Can I give you a team outside of that? Because
you said Philly, right?
This was a question I was asked a little bit earlier, but if you're just tuning in, no worries. I think Philly in the first round would be a good matchup, just because if you look at it, Vooch, Patty Mills was a great pickup for Booker.
That was a great pickup, dog.
Hey, you saw what he did in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Historically speaking, people who've had a good show in the Olympics come out and dominate the next year. It's a great pickup for them. Anyway, Philly would be a great matchup because Philly poses the best threat at center right now. Joel Embiid as a center is still a better QB.
Yeah.
I mean, not QB.
I don't know. I was just gonna go with it.
He's still a better center. He is. He's a better center than Vooch. I'm kind of confused as to what the heck I'm looking at.
You know,
I saw Kevin Durant
it's about
traded.
the app. It's about the app, like the 2K app.
Okay,
I saw it earlier.
I saw
so,
KD traded to Mavericks. I was like, why would they do that?
Like, here go Ringo. How you feel about Portland losing?
I feel like they're figuring it out. That's how I feel. I still feel like Portland's gonna come out the West.
Clutch said Isaiah Thomas from the city. Yeah, he from the city.
He's from the town, bro.
He's from Chicago. He went South Side?
South Side. West Side. West Side dude. Which is even worse. So
hey. That was West Side like back in the 80s, 70s.
Just worse than it was.
It's just cocaine openly everywhere.
Marcus Couch with the question. You know me, he don't never get these live questions.
Question: Can we do a live call in Bulls post game? Maybe even wire in the Twitter talk thing or similar. Would love to get the old sports radio vibe on this. We can do that. We can do a call in.
What do you mean by Twitter talk?
Twitter got like spaces now. Like you can go in there and have like full conversation on Twitter and stuff like that.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Twitter is cool with that. It's cool with that. We probably
love to do that.
But we could do phones on the post game. The only reason we don't is just because we usually get in, get out, and keep it pushing. And honestly, Bulls post is just like,
if we win, it's like,
if we win, it's great. If we lose, it's like, all right, like, is it gloom and doom? Like, so a lot of times we just didn't do it, but we can get phones on there. I mean, we do phones for Bears posts. Might as well do phones for Bulls posts. You know what I'm saying? Feel what I'm saying? You smell it when I'm stepping in? You picking up what I'm putting down? Let me get in touch with my people over at the the Contender phone lines. We'll see if we can get that on there.
I said learn something new every day. Hey, listen, I just learned something new. I know Twitter had that.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds like some what's that space
it's
called?
Dangerous. It's exactly the same thing.
What
you thinking of? Yeah. Clubhouse?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Gotcha.
110% the same thing. Wow. So let me ask you. Now that's still freaky. That is freaky. Triple double. Cool. James Harden, right there.
Oh yeah, and he only took 7 shots.
What you think of how they calling it with how it's actually affecting the game? I feel like, now I'll say this. I feel like there are...
Is that Cade Cunningham right there? No, it's not.
No, I don't think so. I feel like there are a lot of instances where they are actually missing foul calls on purpose, trying to overcompensate for the James Harden special.
Mm-hmm.
But do you like how it's being officiated? Because in all honesty, all we asked y'all to take away was the sweep through.
No, that's not what I asked them to take away.
I asked them to take away the sweep through and the jump into.
No, I asked them to take away the jump back. That's how
the jump back. What you mean?
Trae Young would
step back.
Trae Young will hit you with a crossover, beat you,
right?
And when he pulls up for his jump shot, he jumps back into you. It's not a natural shooting motion.
I don't even know if they've taken that away.
They did take it away. That's why his numbers are down.
Trae numbers ain't down. Ain't Trae averaging like 30 points a game right now?
No, he's not.
What's Trae averaging right now?
Steph is averaging 30 points a game because Steph. Now listen, Steph's reason for kicking out his legs
is his actual shot.
No, the reason, but why? Because of the ankle injuries.
Yeah.
He rolled his ankle in so much that he was like, hey, I would rather hit the deck than actually, like, once I learned that part about his game, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Numbers are down.
Trae Young's numbers are down.
If we being honest though, Trae Young's numbers have come down every season since 2019.
If we being honest, Trae Young wasn't that good.
Trae Young went from 2018, 19 points a game, 2019, 29 points a game, 2020, 25 points a game, 2021 so far, 22 points a game.
P.kidd, would you consider bringing back Tice because of P. Will's injury?
He loved Daniel Tice. I love Daniel Tice too. I'm not gonna lie. I think that to me, you're not gonna get Daniel Tice back because Daniel Tice chose to leave.
Yep. Daniel Tice to me was invaluable because he shored up that power forward position.
Yeah.
Somebody who could absolutely get you a bucket if you really needed it.
Can't force him to stay though.
But someone who did his job and did it well. He was also somewhat of an enforcer.
Yeah.
So you weren't getting bullied down there.
I wonder why he didn't want to stick around.
He would be clouded out in this offense. Vooch is almost clouded out in this offense. Vooch is getting the attempts.
Vooch is clouded out because he ain't hitting shots.
Yeah, but you think about it. Those 19 shots would be split between him and Tice. Now, I'm not saying Tice is going to take 19 shots.
I think Tice would get the 6 shots that P. Will would be getting right now. P. Will was only getting 6-7 shot attempts.
I never fought a man for betting on himself. And if he felt like it was a better situation, then more power to him.
No, I'm not tripping on that. I always wonder like what he saw. Hey, Cody, you just got your butthole all on the camera, dog. Go find your spot, man. I put that thing away.
Oh yeah, if y'all don't know, this beast of a don't run up on Pat. This right here, like you all play Pokemon Arcanine. Like that's it. This is that.
I like that he's looking straight into the camera right now too. He's like, now let me give you the profile shot.
Only thing that's missing from this dog is the fire. Like, that's it. This dog is huge. He looks small on.
Go lay down, Cody Bear.
That's the only. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. You will lose a limb messing around with this dog.
Go lay down. Now.
But I like it because it's forcing them to actually play. And this goes to defeat a lot of narratives, right? Like a lot of people saying Jordan wouldn't excel in this league. Please. Jordan would this shows you that Jordan would kill in this league because all these fouls that were being called that aren't being called now, you see how these numbers are dropping? Jordan's numbers aren't dropping. Jimmy Butler's numbers aren't dropping. Why? He's not gaming the system.
I think
that's actually something that
you got to change your game.
JJ Redick actually had that on his podcast.
Yeah,
he's not gaming the system. That's why his numbers aren't being affected.
Oh, what an awful take. Oh, he's hurt.
And I absolutely appreciate JJ Redick. He's a very honest. I like his platform. He's a very honest.
You know why I don't like his platform? Because you're an NBA player, dog. All you gotta do is bring your teammates on, and it's more interesting than all the sports world.
I can't fault him for that.
Hey, listen. Hey, look. Use your resources, but dang, dog. I'm trying to come up from my bootstraps in this mug, and you just made the NBA and was like, "Nah, I'm gonna start a podcast too." What? Like,
but he's well respected within the NBA. So I mean, he's making a crossover in a way. Oh, he's actually an ESPN analyst now.
I don't know if I like that. I like JJ Redick being.
It depends on how they use it. Yeah. If they allow him to still be him, then it's going to be a great move. ESPN is in trouble right now. Hey,
little mama.
For those who are just tuning in, my wife just came down to pass off Pat's baby. My wife is beautiful. Look at that. Don't you say nothing
what
about
up, y'all? I ain't saying a word. Little mama on the show. Where's that little mama? It's my daughter, man.
That's how you know he's really down here chilling.
Fact. As long as she don't start bust up crying, we doing good. What do you say? Mike dropping 40. He went for the payday. Is there a real payday there?
He said this was his first free agency. He went for the payday. Okay, I believe that.
What'd he get?
I'm not sure.
Probably 80 over 5.
I mean, for somebody in his position, I'll take the 80. I mean, listen, 80 over 5 is still what?
That's a lot of money.
15, 6, 17 a year? It's 4 over 80 over 4 is 20 a year.
It's 17.5.
17.5.
We got Bulls questions in here too. Hey, drop some Bulls questions, dog. That's cool with me. Oh, little mama.
Daniel Tice signed a 4-year, $35 million contract.
Oh, well, I really overestimated that.
He got $8 million a year. Were we going to give him something comparable? If we weren't going to give him something comparable, hey, listen, congratulations, man. Take care of yourself and your family.
I don't know.
As much as
35 for 4. Maybe they didn't want to give him the years. Maybe they didn't want to give him the years on it. I don't know. That's an interesting one.
If they didn't want to give him the years, I absolutely agree. Because if he tapers off in year 2, they still got to pay him.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Yeah.
Go get your money, man. He's worth it to me. He's worth it for a team that's trying to rebuild or trying to get themselves on top. He's worth that. I don't know why Boston let him slide. I wouldn't
Let me
have.
drop my Twitter for you right quick, my boy, and I'll drop P.kidd too. P.kidd don't check his as much as mine, but I'm at Pat the Designer
I
on
definitely
everything,
do check
man.
mine more now because not only does Pat get on me about it, my wife says, "Hey, listen, you are much better than this." So
you are not useless. That's mine right there. And P.kidd is, of course, one P.kidd, the only one P.kidd. Yes.
hey, Steph said, tell her uncle, say, hey, listen, we know what it is, my boy.
Y'all gonna see it on live just because I don't be having nothing to do with them.
Couldn't give him that and still pay Lonzo and DeMar. That's all right. All right, Baki, thanks.
Couldn't give him that and still, but yeah, I guess so. That's true.
Jordan would be DeMar DeRozan on steroids. Nope. You know what? Jordan would be Russell Westbrook with a jump shot. Young Jordan tore the league up.
Jordan in this league
would be Russell Westbrook
with a jump shot. Because he wouldn't look to pass at all. Not young Jordan. If we talking about like Jordan coming in rookie year
young
right
Russ
now.
didn't look to pass.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Right?
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't say he's Russell West. Like, I think to me, Russell Westbrook is
in the finals.
Kobe did say young Russ was the player he saw himself in the most.
Yeah, the tenacity and stuff, like the way he played the game, how you approached it.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying when people say, "Oh, Devin Booker is the closest thing," no, he is not. It's not even close. He just looks good in the jersey and he has the nice moves, but he doesn't even look close. I thought Paul George was going to be the next Kobe.
I can't even give you a comparable to those two in today's NBA. There isn't one.
I could compare Zach to Kobe.
I could compare Zach to Jordan just based on how his career's gone.
Kobe.
well, I'm saying based on how his career has gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jordan's first 6-7 years.
Jordan came in the league scoring 28.5 a game. No.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Look, listen. Jordan came in and said, I was talking
about more so the losing consistently. Because Jordan was just before, like 80s Jordan, Muzz was just like, he's just a scorer.
Yeah, because
like it don't matter. He's just a scorer. He was scoring on everybody, but he just scored. And they weren't really winning.
I love this conversation because people don't realize Michael Jordan isn't considered the GOAT just because he just randomly scored a bunch of points and won 6 championships. He broke a lot of narratives and stereotypes along the way. When Jordan first came into the league, it was said that you can't be a scoring champ and champion at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's put this into perspective. How many scoring titles in the 90s did he win? How many championships did he win?
6.
He has 10 scoring titles.
How?
In a 13-year career with the Bulls.
Oh, okay. So not in the 90s. You switched the question on me there.
No.
I was like, it's impossible. He took 2 years off.
No, he has 5 scoring titles in the 90s.
No, yeah. But I was saying, I was like 6, and he was like, no, he's got 10. I was like, wait a minute. He didn't play for a few years.
So like
he was so good, they gave him the scoring title while he was playing baseball.
They might as well have, right? So like you put that into perspective, he was so good that even when he took a break, the league couldn't catch up.
That is true. No, I think this is the thing. Like
named and
when you look
at this trip with me.
When you look at Jordan
Pat,
as a scorer,
take this trip with me.
All right, here we go.
Name.
Grab a drink.
Take this trip with me.
You can't have this drink, baby.
I'm telling you all.
This is
somebody who.
She's so mad right now. I want y'all to understand. She's like, why are y'all yelling?
As somebody who went down this journey of saying Kobe Bryant was better than Mike, an old head sat me down and fed me. It was at a barbershop of all places. He was like, tell me this. Who was the next best shooting guard during the 90s? And I was like, Reggie. He was like, really?
Clyde.
If Michael Jordan didn't exist,
I would have never thought Reggie. Well, I say Reggie was hyped up enough. I can see why. How old?
Even if you say early 90s.
No, I'm saying how old were you?
Oh, when this conversation happened, I was 16.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can see why you said Reggie. I can see why you said Reggie. Because at 16, I would have been like Reggie Miller because he did the choke sign. He was the next most hyped up player of the 90s.
If Michael Jordan didn't exist, we'd be talking about Clyde as if he was like the guy.
He was Jordan. He would have been Jordan.
Right? Guess what? He wasn't even close.
No.
The gap between Clyde
listen,
and Jordan
I'm gonna be real with you.
is so wide.
Any dude,
I could fit a Mack truck in there sideways.
listen, any dude that's willing to rock the horseshoe at 25, like, you're not gonna make. Oh, Debo, why you do that? Debo, why you do that?
This is why
I don't think Debo know. I don't think Debo know about what we got having standing right now.
Debo, you don't know the super
Do we
chat
have
is-
to honor this though?
No.
That is 5 shots, my guy.
So we split the 5 shots between 2.5.
Nah, we gotta do it for real if we gonna
it's
do it.
2.5. It's 2.5 shots.
Well, you got to drive back to Indiana, so maybe that's a safe way to do it.
All right,
Shout out to Debo for the love,
so,
dog.
So Debo, we said for every $5 super chat, we have to take a shot. We just sitting there.
And he just gonna drop 25 on us.
So because I have to practice safe drive,
we'll split them. We'll split them. We'll do. Dang, dog. We can't do them back to back, but we can start. We gonna work on this throughout. He said, I got some Captain. You want some Captain?
Do you want to save this?
No. I'm fine with drinking it. I thought you were saying, do you have something else?
No. I was going to say, you have a body armor.
I got some in here. Yeah. We good. Yeah, we good. No, I got it. Yeah. P.kidd, this is why I disagree with your take on DeMar taking winning shots from Zach. I believe alphas are alphas. I think Zach never had a winning season where DeMar has been deep in the playoffs. This will help our team. She is knocked out. It don't matter. This is the thing. So for those of y'all that don't know, my daughter was in the NICU for a while. She was born prematurely. She was born 27 weeks. She's a blessing that she's even here. But Debo said I missed what I missed. But
so Debo, for every
she hears anything she hears, like noises and all that. Like we can make as much noise as we want because the nurse is not gonna stop talking while they're in the NICU, and they be cackling real loud. Shout out to all of them that did. Shout out to Illinois Masonic, man. All of y'all, man. This for y'all. Oh Jesus, we got my super chat, man. Come on, dog. You did this.
Hey, we said for every $5 that get put in for the super chat, we're gonna take a shot because we just sitting there just chilling. So we're gonna split your shots up because we didn't expect 25 to roll through at the same time, and I have to drive back, so it's an hour drive for me. So
you do have your wife here, and I feel like they've been drinking much less, so you might be able to survive.
My wife can't see at night.
Okay. All right, bud.
So we're gonna split that up right there. I want to say I don't know if this is a shooting whiskey though.
Oh, mama, you are okay.
All right,
sit there. You good?
All right, Debo. I know. It may sound.
Another super chat. What was the other super chat? This is finna be hilarious.
He said
I'm here for it though.
He said that's cheating.
That's cheating, dog. I agree with you, Debo. I will say this: he's got to drive an hour and 10 minutes away from the stew. So I'll let y'all decide. At a minimum, we will take shots. Who's y'all top 5 light skins in the NBA all time or 2021? Is this a conversation that we can have without saying pause the whole time though? I'll get you one though.
All right, hold on.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one? They did it for you?
The one.
Oh, good Lord, we about to die. On camera.
I live here.
We sold our souls for this.
You did this.
No, I didn't do nothing.
You saw, let's be real, transparent, behind the scenes. You saw Bear Chat do this. Or was it Great Bears channel, by the way. Great Bears channel. What is it?
I saw another YouTuber do it.
I can't even think of what's the most popping Bears channel right now?
He's not the most popping, but he's up there.
He might be.
Hey,
he up Bears now. Bears now.
I saw another Bears channel do
Bears
it.
now. Shout out to him.
We should try that. And so I just threw it out there today. Didn't think it was gonna hit, but it definitely just hit. And I don't know how he does it, but I'm not probably won't do it again.
All right. So who's your hold on, let me see what we talking
about. Oh, this hit's good. Hey, Kobe Bryant's responsible for this too.
He put in on it, yeah. He the
part of the development.
He's
part owner too.
Let's see. Who's y'all top 5? That came to a final. Thank God, because that was an awful game.
It was an awful game.
I'm waiting for Lakers to come on. If y'all wondering what I'm waiting for.
Top 5 light skins in the game right now.
Are we talk right now? Let's go right now. top 5 light skinned players in the game right now. 2 of them on the Bulls to me.
Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball,
Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson.
Does Jordan Clarkson count as like? Is he? I'm confused. Is Jordan Clarkson black?
Yes.
I thought he's Filipino though. Is he mixed?
Okay, so if you don't want to exclude him, Devin Booker,
Kyle
Kuzma,
Curry. Oh wait, hold on. We got to go
Curry.
back. No, we got to go back. Curry and Clay.
Well, Clay ain't playing.
That's true.
I got my list. I got Curry, Zach, Lonzo, Kyle Kuzma.
Hold up. What shade is Ingram?
Wait,
this is racist. Wait. What shade is Ingram?
I'm putting Russ in there too.
Oh my God, Russell Westbrook. Oh my God, dog.
Hey, Russ has the most light
But Ingram and Russ the same shade, ain't they?
Nah, Russ is definitely lighter, and Russ definitely dressed like a light-skinned dude. Like he dressed like a very flamboyant light-skinned dude. Now, mind you, I might never dress that way, but I'm definitely good with my suits. Don't worry about that. You'll see that later. By the way, your boy helps you all with your finances. I ain't promoting on here yet, but I will one day. Hey, listen, especially when I pull out the check for the show. Got to do that. But especially on the insurance tip, a lot of our people don't insure themselves. Trust me, you need to.
My G, advertise yourself.
My G, I'm too gone for the.
Oh, okay. No. Now it's cocky advertisement.
You know what? Got to break the seal. I'll be back.
Oh, Jason Tatum. Yeah. Zach D. Book, Tatum, Steph, Russ, Jason Tatum, D'Angelo Russell. D-Lo is a good one, dog. LaMelo Ball, dog. Oh, my God. Yes, this is getting tough now. I'm not going to lie. This is actually tougher than I thought. Hold on now. The problem is there's no list I can go to be like, yeah, name me the top 5 light-skinned players of all time. I would go Curry, Zach, Russ. I don't know if Russ is light-skinned. I wouldn't count Russ as light-skinned. Personally, I wouldn't count Russ as light-skinned. I would go Curry, Zach. I would go D-Lo. Nah, I'm taking D-Lo out of there. I don't think D-Lo's light-skinned. Bradley Beal ain't light-skinned. Curry, Zach. Let me get this is tough. Tatum's in there. 26 points a game. Tatum's in there. Curry, Zach, Tatum. Rose ain't light skinned. We gotta differentiate. Light skin is me. I'm mixed, so it's different. Like me and Barack the same, but light skin is my skin color.
You know you've been trying to pick up this whole time.
No, I'm about to get. She just fussing. Curry, Zach, Blake Griffin. No, Blake Griffin is mixed too. There's a difference between mixed and light skin. That is my goal for people to understand.
People are mixed.
No,
I'm light skinned. I'm mixed.
Light skin is
you're
like,
black and Italian.
Yeah, I'm mixed.
I'm black and Filipino.
Who's Filipino?
My dad.
Okay, so you're mixed. You're not light skinned.
But my complexion is light. Light skin is not a race. It's a complexion.
No. It is a complexion. But it's a complexion when you put 2 brown people together and that baby come out looking like.
No, that's not what happened. You're Italian and black. You're mixed. You got with a darker skinned woman who ended up happening light skinned baby.
Hey, it's strong genes right there, my boy.
Well, listen, I didn't say it wasn't strong genes. I'm just saying how it happened.
You see this baby, me and this baby? Same.
That baby's like, stop it.
She don't even know. Hey, listen, I'm saving this live. I'm saving this live. She'll never be this small again. Carmel isn't light skin. Yeah, I don't count Russ as light skin.
Okay, Russ isn't light
skin. I wouldn't count Russ as light skin. I wouldn't count D-Lo as light skin.
If I had to take Russ off, then I'll put Clay on.
Clay, well, you said because
Kyle
Clay,
Kuzma is still on my list.
Kyle Kuzma's on the list. Well, what's Kyle doing though?
No, it's not about what he's doing.
I feel like
he's
they
just
balling.
light skinned and weird.
I'm putting Tatum on there. I am 26 points a game. I'm putting Tatum on there.
Okay, you talk about production and just being light skinned and like in the public.
Well, listen, I'm not trying to see what color eyes he got. Like I'm just saying.
Oh, that's a pretty guy.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you into that, shout out to you. But that's not what I'm looking for when we're doing a list. They say a top 5 light skin. Maybe that was what they was looking for, and we've gone down a deep dark path.
Breaking news. Bulls development hits a speed bump. It looks like Kobe White won't be back in November.
No.
Wow. It says maybe it'll be December or maybe it'll carry into January. Oh,
that's a tough show. Ooh, Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dog, the light skins in the game are taking over.
You know, there's a book called The Rise of the Colored. Oh, never mind.
Easy, dog. All right. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Not going to do that. We're going to leave that one.
Wait, we got to take another shot for Depot. And we got another shot for somebody else that super chatted in.
Was it $5?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
we got 2 shots on the board.
All right. Listen.
Booker's a go. This is the one.
On my list.
No, this is the one that threw me off. Right, Curry, Booker, Tatum. I had that LaMelo. Has LaMelo done enough to be on that list?
Yeah, because they absolutely one of the best teams in the East. I definitely have a shot left in this cup.
I'm saying that's a shot. Billy.
Hey. Thielen put up 14 points, but Kirk Cousins got 12. Hey, Ringo,
Kirk Cousins only got 12?
So far.
What quarter we in? Oh, it's halftime.
And this guy got him 1 point. Hey, as long as this guy pulls a dud, I don't care about the rest.
Bam, 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 bam.
Hey, Ringo, how my foot feel?
Up his ass.
Guess what? If y'all don't know, guess what? We are playing fantasy football, and
hey, real talk. I mean, let me have a money making.
I pulled a Thanos moment.
Let me ask y'all this: the 32 people in here, do y'all like fantasy basketball? Because kids playing fantasy basketball, and I found a better way to play fantasy basketball. So I want to know, do y'all like fantasy basketball? Hey, Dot said, he said, them shots beating y'all.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Honestly, not really. Because his wife, oh no, you made the chicken, right?
No, she did.
His wife made an excellent dinner for us. She came through, show some love to us. They both did. Cause we got little mama here. You want to say something on the mic, little mama? What you got to say?
Oh God. Hey, listen, it's beating mine. I ain't gonna lie. Your boy's been on his health kick, and I realized I can't drink like I used to. I used to be drinking. I used to be able to drink anybody under the table. Not no more.
Yeah,
I'm done. Those days have passed me.
So I'm seeing a lot of no's in here. Fantasy basketball, no. So I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? I don't know if y'all have done it yet or not, but I'm on y'all side. Kid plays fantasy basketball. I can't do it.
It sucks.
He don't even like it, and he's playing it.
I don't.
So this is what I want y'all to do, right? Y'all know we got the deal with FanDuel. The deal is still in place. Click our FanDuel link in the description below and sign up for one-day games on fantasy basketball. Opportunity to make some money, opportunity to get a little bit of extra cash in your pocket, and you get to, I'll say this, fantasy does increase you watching the rest of the league. And that is the fun part. But if you're going to play fantasy basketball, let it be a one-day thing. You know what I'm saying? So check the link in our description below because fantasy basketball to me is the most boring thing in the world. It's annoying, it's irritating, blah, blah, blah. But when I played it just with the FanDuel fantasy, it was actually fun. It was actually entertaining. I think I won $7 on my first one. I've gotten into like 2 or 3 of them, and you literally pick your players. It's still the same thing. You stay under the given salary cap. If you got the best team, you win. So check that link, man. And sign up under our link so that you can, and make sure you put in referral code or whatever, Pat the Designer, so that they can track it, because the tracking system is based off of my name, basically. So I'll say this: try it out. If you like it, let me know. Like, tweet it to me. I know a lot of people got me on Twitter and stuff like that. Tweet it to me. Exactly.
saying,
This one right here,
fantasy
Jay saying,
baseball.
this is what I'm saying.
Basketball.
This is it's too much work. So check out the FanDuel because I think it's more fun. And if y'all want, we can do different leagues every day. Or every maybe a league a week or something like that. A league a week where we pick a game, you know what I'm saying? We could do it for the Bulls games, one or the other. But I'm telling y'all, it's more entertaining on FanDuel. It really is.
So Pat, can I interview you for a second?
Oh boy, here we go. Hold on, let me pick this baby up.
Buckle down.
Allow me to
Buckle
strap in on this one.
What is the vision for the Windy City Breeze, and what made you bring Petty Casanova on board to do it?
The vision for the Windy City Breeze is honestly, I want to make a new Chicago sports network. So y'all watch us consistently. Y'all talk to us consistently. Y'all know we don't cover a lot of baseball as much. We do, but we don't. Like I covered my White Sox. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't cover game in, game out baseball, right? We don't cover football or not football, hockey as much. I want to change that this year. We're going to try and bring some more people on board, but we want to create a Chicago sports network that the fans can come to. That's the reason Joakim Noah's sitting here and his number's retired in this studio, because let's be real. We love Joakim. NBA don't really, Joakim Noah, yeah, defensive player of the year. We love Joakim. We really do. So this is the fans channel. This is Chicago's fans channel. Like, the thing that mugs don't understand, the authenticity of it is, like, on ESPN radio, they can't say a lot. On 670 The Score, you can't kill people. You know what I'm saying? But on here, I am first and foremost, I'm a Bulls fan. I'm a White Sox fan. I am a Blackhawks fan, even though they're going through all of their mess, which I'm gonna be real with you, that pushed me to the brink of my fandom. I really wanted to renounce it and really say, you know what, I'm gonna just be done with hockey right now. I'm gonna just be done with hockey. I really was almost done with hockey because I'm not gonna root for another team.
Ooh, that's a good pass.
That's gone. He's gone. Pass. That's a tutty. That's a tutty. What? He spun that man around. That is a tutty. But I really want to build a network of Chicago sports and at some point national sports. And you asked the reason I brought you on. I needed a yang. You know what I'm saying? I needed a yang. Like, me and you, we agree on a lot of points, but our fundamentals of how we do things are different. Like, you think more like, even basketball wise, right? Like, you think more like of a score because you've always been a scorer. Mm-hmm. You've always been able to get to the bucket. You've always been able to. I wasn't, I started playing basketball much later in life. I wasn't a scorer. I was a defender. I was like, hey, look, you're going to get on these courts. You better play defense. you better be able to steal the ball, dog. Right, so I think of it like how you look at Pat Will and how I look at Pat Will are completely different. You're looking at him and you're saying, well, he's not giving you nothing but 4 points a game, no rebounds.
I'm looking at sitting here. He doesn't do anything on the rebounding side.
On the rebounding side. Yeah. I'm sitting here breaking down how, yes, he doesn't do anything on that side, but I'm looking at his game of, you don't see the times where he absolutely bumps somebody. They turn around. Lonzo Ball is, and there goes the beer. Lonzo Ball is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that we're fundamentally different, but we arrive at the same point at the end of the day.
It's just different perspectives of the same issue. And you know what? You know why I'm high on I'm so big on that? Here's the thing. You look at it from what he does defensively, but the difference between who he's sticking and what they normally do is minuscule. If I stop you from scoring 30, that's great, but you still scored 26. All right, that's a 4-point difference. I get you. And maybe you worked a lot harder to do so, and that disrupts a lot of other things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't stop good or great players.
You can't.
You contain them.
But I'll say this. When you make people's points harder, it changes the dynamic of the rest of the team.
It does. I just mentioned that, right? The thing is, P. Will would do that, But the part that he's missing is I have to make myself a threat.
He destroys the rest of his game to do it. He destroys the rest of his game to do it.
What makes Draymond Green who he is that he's not afraid to take those shots. He knows he's not going to hit him.
Here's a hot take for you. Kawhi ruined his defensive game when he decided to be an offensive juggernaut.
I agree. Because
Kawhi ruined his defensive game when he decided. You want to know who
do both.
You want to know who's you can't. You really can't. And right now,
the last person to do it was Kobe.
Right now, I think they're asking him to do it. Right now, I think they're asking him focus on. Well, now they're not asking him to do nothing because he's hurt. But when he was playing, they were asking him focus on the best player on the court defensively, 100%. Stop him, and not even stop him, but make it hard. Cause him to have turnovers. Cause him to have. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to hold him? Go ahead. No, I got it. She about to be like, "Who's this new brother that smells?"
No, she don't. No, she.
That's Lil Mama.
Shit.
But
low-key the baby whisper. He don't know.
She wasn't making a noise. No, but I just that's the reason I brought you. We look at things, we can get to the same conclusion, we can come to an understanding, but we look at the game different. We look at football different. We look at basketball different. We look at, even when we watch baseball, we look at baseball. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like that's what you need. I feel like Kid just fell in love with another baby. Somebody tell his wife, watch it back.
Sleep.
Okay, dog. Like, relax. She was asleep on my chest. Hey, shout out to y'all, man.
She got a pacifier?
That's what she need right there. What do we got here? Dude, if I ever get the chance to come on the show, bro. Listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not looking for the people I'm looking for to contribute to the show don't have to be sports journalists or people that are in the top of their like we weren't. We talk what we see. You know what I just saw? Pass interference. I talk what I see. It's absolutely about to be a pass interference call.
It shouldn't be.
Let's see.
I would challenge
Let's
that.
see. You can't. They don't do that rule no more. Took that away.
No, you can't challenge that.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, illegal contact. I give him that. He did push the mess out of that. He pushed the mess out of that dude. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, little mama getting big whole time. Hold her head, though. Jesus. Got my baby out here loose necked in the mug, man. She looking bad on the camera. But no, I just my goal for the Breeze is for it to become a network, a Chicago sports network. And I want to have a baseball show. I want to have a hockey show that is consistently putting out content so that we can have something every single day. Because there's a lot of topics we miss. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I do.
There's a lot of stuff that we miss. Well, like me and you, we love basketball. Basketball is probably our love. That's probably our first love when we're talking about sports. Football is like we love our team, but they just don't love us back.
You know what I'm impressed with? My baby did like this for like 6 months. She did not release this grip. And I thought like something was going to be wrong with her.
Yeah.
Like that's all she did. Your baby's absolutely scratching me.
Oh, yeah. She'll take your face out.
She's like, hey.
Let's see, bro. Let's see.
You go. You like that?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what the comments is talking about right now.
You like that better?
Kid got a whole jacket to y'all. That's love, bro. I'm good with the cameras. I go around and do football highlights on the side. I love talking sports, man. I play football too, so you know. Okay, and listen. I really want to do this with mugs that are just dedicated. The biggest thing about doing this is being dedicated. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing about doing YouTube and all that, and we're starting a YouTube class, man. I really want to stress that. I want to teach mugs how this game works.
Oh, you don't like it?
We want to give them the next level of
seriously, for those who
we want to give them the tools.
Okay,
all right.
Come on.
It's okay. Give my baby back. Now, I'm the baby whisperer. This baby been screaming. Come here, baby. It's all right. I got you. Daddy's here.
It's his baby.
Daddy love you.
Anyway,
No, but to me, it's
don't make me call my babies down here.
You gonna hold them?
I can't hold my babies. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
pull another one. We still got to pay off Debo.
No, realistically, the class
The class is coming. I'm getting all the curriculum set up. I'm reaching out to a bunch of schools and stuff like that. Kid is really kind of like finding me like spots and stuff like. Y'all don't really understand how cold this man is. I almost didn't. I really almost no. We're going to. Are you in the Chicagoland? If you in the Chicagoland area, we trying to really put mugs on with the tools to be great. God dang it!
Said no shots. That's the first word he said.
No shots. Okay, shout out to you, Samurai. I'm holding a baby, man.
Hey, no, but sincerely though, I've had enough experience in building my career as a financial advisor. Let me go grab a no, go do your thing. Where I've made some connections and I can see where those connections can ultimately help the channel, ultimately help what Pat's trying to accomplish. And I tell you real briefly, like I've always wanted to do something like this. And when I first linked up with Pat, I admired it.
You know what he said? I said, he said, who's your top 5? Who's your favorite player all time? I said, Vince Carter. He said, you a weird dude, bro.
Yep.
Who's your favorite Chicago Bull all time? Dennis Rodman. That's not better.
We was at dinner when you did that, right?
Yeah, we was at dinner, yeah.
So yeah. Like we we definitely dog, it was weird because we really connected through our wives. Our wives have been friends for a while, and it was just weird. So they was like, hey, my wife was like, hey, we should take them out, whatever. Like they remind us. I'm a few years older than Pat, and she was like, yeah, like he reminds me of you, and I'm like, oh, cool. Let me check this guy out, right? So because we're so much of a polarizing personality, I guess. Like we really kind of stand out in most groups that we're in. And so because of that, it's like it's really rare that you find people that you rock with, right? So it's like, the moments that I got with Pat, it was like we always clinked, but it was always weird. Like it was just like we be in the same spot. We had this level of respect and understanding, but we really never talked. So the moment we actually talked, we realized we had a lot of the same interests. And I've always been a huge basketball fan, but I never had the balls to sit there and do a whole sports channel of it. And Pat had the balls to do a sports channel. And I was like, you know what? I would love to be a part of that. So, and listening to the show and stuff like that, I saw what he needed. And he needed someone who genuinely saw the game differently than he did. And so, like, if he was willing to have me, I was willing to join the journey and ride the wave. So, we end up here a year later, going from nearly 2K, a little under 2,000 subs to now 10K, and now ready to do the rest. And so, man, it's been a hell of a journey, and definitely built a bond through it all. And the one thing I will say is, what Pat has gone through from a content creator absolutely could keep some kids, especially in Chicago, off the streets, allow them to do some other things. We definitely finna get this pacifier. There we go, my man, for the rescue. I didn't want to seem like a bad friend and not doing something, right? So, but what Pat is doing for content creators and what he's trying to build for the younger generation, like I have small children. I have a 6 and 9-year-old who want to be content creators. And so me going through this journey is kind of like dual fold. I want to do it for myself in support of this channel, but I also want to sit there and allow myself to be in tune with what my kids want to do long term, because this is going to be the future for them. Like it wasn't necessarily the world I grew up in, but it's the world they're growing up in. And so I want to make sure that I'm tapped in as much as possible so that I can support what their dreams are and not be that guy who like tries to deter them from what they want to build. So, Pat is absolutely helping me do that. And so I have nothing but love and appreciation for
man, they're my nieces at this point.
Absolutely.
Jesus
absolutely.
Christ.
Hey, listen, me and Pat literally talk every day.
Every day. You know what's wild? So we didn't talk yesterday. He was like, He said, man, I've been calling you all day. Where you been? I said, dog, I got one call from you. He said, I should have updated the phone. Phone didn't get the update. I'm like, nah, I responded to your text. You didn't hit me back. Like, what's
It's
going
because
on?
you went live. We was going to do the live for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Or whatever
the game
Utah,
was.
whatever it was. And I was like, yo, we going to do, I sent you a message like, yo, we doing the live.
I didn't get that.
And I was like, dang. And then I see him online. I'm like, this Negro.
He said, no shouts, but I love Chicago sports. Would love to meet and talk with y'all. If we vibe, maybe I contribute, you know. I'm assuming that's, you know. I assume it's not UK because that'd be tough for us to meet. But are you coming to the live event for the 25 people in here? Have y'all signed up for the live event on the 8th? If y'all have signed up and got your spot locked in for the live event on the 8th, man, then we gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? We're going November 8th. It's at VIP Bar and Grill in Country Club Hills. We're gonna be live talking Chicago Bears. We're gonna do the pregame, postgame, and we're just gonna watch the game there. It's a game the Bears might actually win if we're being honest.
Come kick it with us.
Come kick it with us, man. Have fun.
Our producer Hope, you know, who comes in the lives as MacGyver. He really is a real life MacGyver, man. That dude does string some things together. Absolutely is going to be spinning there. It's going to be a really live event. But man, come through, man. We really want to connect with you all. So
this is the thing, right? So here go to class, right? Here go to class. First lesson. Yeah, bro, I live in Calumet City, though. How much is your dream worth to you? Is it worth a drive to wherever I'm at?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The drive from Calumet City to Country Club Hills ain't that far.
Well, I think he young. I think he 18.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
He might not be able to get in.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Tap in. It's not one of those things where Pat's charging you like $300 or something like that.
We gonna make the fee absolutely applicable for as many people as possible.
Because the goal is
because I just want people to know how to do this.
Yeah, like obviously he has to get paid for his time, but you know, not something that outprices people, breaks people's banks. Because I actually hate if your guru is charging you this astronomical amount, then guess what? That's not a guru. That's somebody trying to finesse.
Hey, he about to get a safety. He had to fall, dog. My man was holding him up at one point.
Yeah. You know, so Pat is absolutely not trying to do that, but you know, trying to make a business out of this. You know, you saw the live last time. He left his gig or was let go from his gig.
Didn't leave it. I was asked to leave. I did not leave.
But still, no.
I was booed. No. I did not leave.
What happened was you were being prematurely excused. So, you know, so obviously, you know, there's a business being made within this, but it doesn't have to be on the.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to break your bank to do so.
Yeah. So, no, we're gonna. I'm getting all the curriculum kind of finished up and all that. I'm kind of in the last stages of that. I want to start pitching it to schools. I want to start pitching it just on YouTube. I want to get people in there. I mean, is your dream worth it? This is an attainable dream. That's what I want people to know. This is attainable. If y'all watched me, this is attainable. It really is.
Oh, it really is. It really is. I like this question here by
click on it. Huh?
Ojanobi. I hope I said your name.
Ananobi? OG Ananobi? What are you doing in here?
It says Ojanobi.
Hold on. Let me see.
Oganobi?
Say Ogunbe. Say Ogunbe.
Oh, that's Oganobi.
Oganobi? You going Oganobi?
Hey, listen.
I'm going Ogunbe.
Oh, do me a favor.
Type P.kidd or Pat on whoever's right.
And at the same time, put it phonetically so we know exactly how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
All right,
goon.
All right, so there's a source that says Chicago Bulls are interested in trading for Daniel House Jr. I kind of like him.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in having him on the Bulls? Yes. What does it require for us to give up to have him there?
Would you guys be in Daniel House Jr.? Why am I blanking on Daniel House Jr.?
Facts,
Daniel
man.
House Jr. Who is Boston?
I'm trying to get like y'all in a couple years. Y'all gonna be living legends.
It wouldn't be a couple years. I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. This is happening in a year. It happened in a year for us.
This what you're seeing right now. Y'all sitting here on year.
And the new improvements to the show happened within a month. It was just making the right connections and being in tune with it. That's all it was. Go ahead and do your thing, bro. I got this.
Okay. You want to spit out just pass it. That's all right. That just means I got to hold her because she a spoiled brat.
You know what? I'm really interested. My name is pronounced Shay, but my name is spelled. Remember, I always call in I always stutter. Okay, Shay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay, Shay. That's all right. Let's see. What's the last name? What's the last name?
Yeah, do the last name.
I want to know the last name. I don't know what he's upset about.
No, he's not upset.
What'd he say?
We just said they happened within a year.
Oh yeah, dog. It happened in this took not to say this took us a year. If y'all really want to be honest, this is a 5-year thing in the making.
So if I could add color to that, it's something that Pat set off 5 years ago.
Year one, I tricked off. 100%. Year one, I tricked off. We did it. The studio got flooded. We had a great. If y'all really want to know, go back and look at them early videos. My favorite backdrop of all time. The first videos, absolutely.
Oh, when you had all the
absolutely. My favorite one is there's the Dennis Rodman picture in the corner. It's hilarious. It's Shaq in a bathtub. It's great. But
we can redo that now.
A new house coming.
New house.
Give me some time.
Not to tell his story for him, but it was a lot of what I consider false steps.
Yeah.
So you make the leap to say, hey, I want to do this. And you don't really know if you want to do it full time or not.
Yeah.
So you do it as a hobby. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
He did it as a hobby. And then over time, it's like, okay, no, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
And so for the time where he said, hey, I'm going to really give this my all to now has been a year.
It's been a year.
Now, all the false steps before then has been 4 years, right? So
4 years. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
That's the studio being there, flooding, a minor step backs, not really giving it your all. But now
I let it stop me.
From the one, I can tell you, we had the conversation. From the day he said, I'm going to do this.
Yep.
It has been a year.
It's been a year.
It's been a year.
It's been a year. We just looked at it last night. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at it, I was just like, dog, we have not been doing this long. First big video was 5 keys. No, it was over a year. Because YouTube is kind of like over a year is still a year. But 5 keys to the Chicago Bears making the playoffs.
Yep.
And it was for I want to say it was for Mitch, 2019.
Yep.
I want to say it was for Mitch. And Mitch was still on the team. I was still mad confident in Mitch. Wasn't calling him Bunge yet. What we got? I'm half Nigerian. That's one of my name. I'm really intrigued by his name. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
We don't laugh at it. We just want to make sure that we just.
I don't care if people laughing at my name. I'm an adult. I got thick skin. No, I really want to. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I said Ogunbe. Or what I say? Ogunbe.
Hey, listen.
Ogunbe.
All it is we're big on respect.
Ogunbe.
So at the end
I want to say your name right. Listen, my last name is Morinzoni. Like it is not easy.
My man is my last name is Kidd.
Man, that's easy.
It's easy.
The double D is what throws you off.
No, it's Kidd, but at the same time,
Oh, yo,
pause.
Man. Hey, pause on that a little bit.
No. What gets people is like I get all the jokes.
Jokes
and stuff like that. So like, trust me, it's definitely not.
No, it's not a laughing thing. We really want to know your last name. And yeah, I remember it. Yeah, man. Some of y'all been here for this whole thing. Shout out to Debo, man. Debo said, I've been following this channel since Pat's back at it again. That feels like years ago. Your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. I still say back at it again, don't I?
Still say we don't say it the same way.
I used to go hard with the back at it again. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Pat the Designer. Back at it again, man.
Your baby about to have a heart attack.
Would you like your pacifier now?
Man, listen. No, but seriously, it's kind of like a revitalization for. I would just say for me. I don't know what it was for Pat, but for me, I was going through a space where, real talk, I had that moment of depression and stuff like that, where I ultimately was trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. Even with some of the stuff I had accomplished professionally, it just didn't matter. It just didn't really register. But I think this is it definitely gave me it definitely renewed a sense of passion for me. That I was like, all right, let's kill this. It gave me a target. And then because of that, it's trickled over into my professional career. It's now I have targets now. It's dog, what's your boy's name?
Which one?
On the Browns. walked in with that cape of all those QBs he said. Hey, listen, I got a target of people within my professional space.
Yeah.
That they don't know they on the list, and that's good for them.
Fam, how have we come up 20 subscribers since being in here?
Hey, dog. Hey, listen, that means it wasn't
Actually, we've
worthless.
come up 25.
Yeah, that means it wasn't worthless.
Shout out to y'all, man. Big love. Big love.
My name isn't Ricky Fontaine.
Yo, yeah, I was confused.
My name is Miguel Nunez.
Character on Martin.
So why did you go with Ricky Fontaine?
You know what I'm saying, dog? I mean, we here for it. Daniel House Jr. is on Houston.
Yeah, I know he's on Houston.
I didn't know where he was at. Yeah.
What free agents would be targets for us at the trade deadline with the P-Will injury? Because Vincent Goodwill's latest article pretty much talks about free agents are open to come due to what Acme has done.
I think free agents are open to come. I think that if we're
what free agents though?
What free agents? Who's on the free agency list this year? Let's look.
I tell you what, do me a favor, Vanel. Tell me your most notable free agents. Because sometimes when I look the list up, I could be getting a different source than you are. But right now, the biggest free agent that we have
Harden, Russ, Beal. Is this right? 2022 free agent track, yeah.
2022. Yeah, the biggest free agent that we said right now.
Wall, Harden,
like
Russ,
Sebastian
Beal.
Right now, Boogie Cousins. Boogie Cousins right now puts us in a position.
Are we talking about for the rest of this season?
The rest of this season.
He's talking about for this season.
For this season.
Boogie.
I would get Boogie.
I want Boogie so bad. I listen. I don't buy jerseys. I'll say this right here. I am intrigued by this. I would be interested to bring him home because when he's had time, he's been successful.
Yep.
And he's been on teams that have not given him minutes. He was on Detroit. They didn't give him minutes.
I think that's the one thing that people don't understand. This league is full of people who realistically could go off. Like they could bust me and you's tail in an average gym.
Listen. They
will beat you handily. Listen, they do this for a living. They get paid to do this.
There's only one because Campaign finally figured out how to play basketball. There's only one player in the league that I think
Valentine.
Denzel Valentine. I'm giving the buckets.
Hey,
I'm giving Denzel Valentine buckets because his game is so slow.
Here's the thing, though. But outside of that, these are literally the best people in the world. Mind you, it's only what is it? Less than 600 people.
32 a team times 30, or no, 15 a team times 32.
Whatever that number is, right? Whatever that number is, guess what?
Clearly, we can't do. You the numbers guy. Wait a minute, you can't just drop that off on there.
Yes, I can. That's what calculators are for. That's what calculators are for. I don't have to know that number. It's 450 if I'm being honest. 480. All right, I'm just close. Well, listen, 500 people, right?
Let him round it up.
Yeah, he round to the nearest 100.
You got to bring in those G League two-way contracts.
Hey, listen. These are the best in the world.
Yeah.
We got people on the bench who could compete on our Olympic teams.
Oh, I'm not guarding Devon Dotson.
I'm not.
I mean, let's be real. Bench players right now. Io would bust me. Devon Dotson would bust me.
There's G League players getting at least $50K a year.
I want y'all to
play basketball.
Have y'all ever played against G League mugs? Or D2 mugs? D3 I can compete with. D3 I can compete with. D2 mugs.
D2 I can compete with.
You better than me.
D1, no.
D2 I can guard, but I can't score on D2.
D1 players, they got that extra gear.
Like this what I'm being.
Hang around with you,
they real. We said this jokingly, but not jokingly at all. I'm giving J. Cole buckets.
Oh, I'm not worried about J. Cole. I'm not just, but seriously, like D1 players, I've met some D1 players who they flipped a switch and it was like, all right, now let me show you.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm going to throw you this bow, and that bow felt like I got hit.
Yeah.
Like, I felt it.
Yeah.
Like, and so, like, those players feel it. D2,
D2, I'm going to be real with, like, that's.
They're not trained. They don't, you know what it is? The workout regimen is.
No, D2 is natural talent. Yeah. D2 is dudes that you go to a college because like I could put up 50 a game in high school.
Okay.
I could clamp up anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to the D2 school off of that. D1 is different, but D2 to me is a tough
I
guard.
never forget I played against Luther Head before he got drafted. And I was much younger at the time. And I felt like I was doing something. I considered myself a good player. And he hit a switch on me. And then he didn't miss.
Yeah.
And we played 2 games. In one game I won. The next game I took an L. But it was how I took the L. He hit a switch on me, right? Now Luther Head, when you hear him, like some younger, viewers, y'all won't know who he is.
Go back and look at 2005 Illinois team with D. Will.
If you got some
and
age
yeah.
on you, like you 30 plus,
Yeah.
Luther Head for the Illinois team was the shooter.
Yeah.
He was the guy, right?
Spark.
So
played with Cleveland for a little while.
he played with Houston.
For a little while. Which Illinois player went to Cleveland? D. Brown, right?
D. Brown went to the Hornets, I believe.
I thought they had one that went to Cleveland.
D. Brown was somebody who I never thought was going to have the success, and it didn't work out because of the way he played. But D. Brown in college was the man.
Yeah.
Sharon Collins, he reminded me of another version of Sharon Collins, but although Sharon Collins was way better. Mr.
Sharon Collins was freaky.
Dog.
Sharon Collins was freaky.
I done played against Sharon Collins so many times.
I ain't never played against Sharon Collins was freaky.
I played against Sharon Collins after he had his injury at an open gym. I didn't even know it was him.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this. Even after the injury, even after the weight gain, he still had a bounce to his crossover in his game that let me know there is a different gear.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. I will F you up.
Yeah.
And it let me know that, hey, listen, there's levels to this. So if you think you can really take whoever you think you can take, let's just say, call it a Denzel Valentine, right? Now we make these jokes.
Y'all think I'm joking? I'm not saying I could beat Denzel Valentine. I don't believe I can beat him because I think when you make the NBA, you're part of 480 players that are the best in the world. But I really believe, and let's be real, you're able to get to that next level based on what happened. Like there's a lot of people that are better than you that just got to that level. Or that just couldn't get to that level because of other things in their life. But I'm gonna be real with you. I really believe I can give Denzel Valentine 5 buckets. I said 5. I didn't say I would beat him. I said I can give him 5 buckets.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
If we playing a game to 21, I can score 5 times.
And a lot of older NBA players will tell you this right now. There's a lot of good talent on a lot of NBA benches.
Yeah.
Who just have not been given the opportunity to grow within the system.
I think Devon Dotson. I think Devon Dotson is going to be a nice player.
That's why
I don't think he'll be a nice player for the Chicago Bulls.
That's why I appreciate Gilbert Arenas so much, because Gilbert Arenas, for the most part, lets you know that. Are they playing that? All right. Gilbert Arenas lets you know there's some talent on these teams.
Yeah.
They just ain't really seeing the thing. But believe me, it's all about you having the keys to the city. People don't understand. LeBron was given the keys to the city out the gate.
Yeah.
Out the gate, they were like, it's your team. He got $90 million before he touched the floor.
From Nike.
Now, you might not say, what does that have to do with anything?
We've had somebody, I'll tell y'all about Chicago Hoop, but we've had somebody that was in the first commercial, that Nike commercial where they in the church.
Yeah.
On the show. That was CD.
CD?
They brought all the Chicago Hoopers in. They brought the New York Hoopers in. He told me on the show, he said they had the New York Hoopers sitting in the front because they thought the New York Hoopers, that's the mecca of basketball, blah, blah, blah. Somebody stopped the show and said, hold up. They ain't never beat us in a tournament. In their life, they ain't never come close to beating us in a tournament. And somebody said, is that true? And they said, yeah, them boys got it on us. They didn't got down on us. We ain't beat them yet. They said, all right, y'all move to the third row. Y'all Chicago, y'all come to the front. So they're in the front of the church. Bernie Mac. Who else is in that? It was Bernie Mac.
Go look at the show.
Go look at it, man.
Go look at that commercial. You can YouTube that commercial.
Chicago Hoopers are in the front. Chicago's the mecca. Stop playing with them.
Hey, Chicago got a bunch of people who I absolutely just didn't get the opportunity.
Yeah.
But New York, I give New York the credit. Like everyone in New York, I hear Earl Manigault.
Yeah.
Who I still think is ridiculous. I mean, for his
look at Ryan Hollins.
I don't
know. He's calling the Lakers game.
Christian Jones.
That's a tall man behind that dude. Hold up. I like that. What's Richmond question? Has there been any letdowns this season? You talking general NBA or just Bulls? If we saying Bulls right now, any letdowns on the Bulls so far?
Vooch.
Has Vooch really been a letdown?
Vooch has been a letdown.
Offensively.
Offensively, he's been a letdown, and then sometimes defensively, he's not giving you the blocks and stuff you want.
I don't know. He had a game with like 4 steals, 4 blocks, didn't he?
No, I think that was somebody else.
No. Vooch definitely had a game with like 3 steals, 4 blocks. Like he had a crazy game. Like I'll say this, I didn't expect Vooch to play as defensively well as he's got. If I would say a letdown. I mean, P. Will getting hurt is a letdown, but
P. Will getting hurt is a letdown.
A letdown, like player wise, I would say we've been more surprised by a lot of. I mean, we saw what last game, Derrick Jones Jr. That was a surprise. Tony Bradley was a surprise. Pat Goda for being able to stream and take care of his daughter at the same time. Go, hey, listen, look, I got to do it. I'm not gonna stop the stream, little mama here. Look, at this point, she a part of the stream.
We finna rock with it, dog.
It's my baby. Y'all know about my baby.
Hey, you know what? My daughter absolutely wants to be a YouTuber. She wants to be a gamer. Not the one that takes her clothes off either.
Thank God, because I'm gonna be real with you. It is a wild place on Twitch, my boy.
It's a wild place.
Be careful on Twitch. He said, in general, like if you heard, you talk about just in 2021, like a letdown, not doing so good. Chicago. I mean, if we being honest, the Bears are a letdown. We thought that defense was gonna do more.
No, the Bears are a letdown for me. In general, the Blackhawks are the biggest letdown, as Richmond said.
Blackhawks aren't let down to me at all. I didn't think that they had the defenseman. I didn't think that they had the goalie that was going to be in place for them. I mean, you brought in Marc-Andre Fleury. What did that do for you?
Everybody laughing.
No facts, though. You gotta be. Hey, listen. The Twitch. I don't even go on Twitch. There's a reason our show is not on Twitch.
Yeah.
There's a reason our show is not on Twitch because nobody was stripping on here.
Yeah. At the same time, you know what? It's one of those things where, like, if you really look at it, OnlyFans wasn't made for porn, right? It wasn't. It wasn't made for that content.
We're really talking about anything on here.
And we really are. I don't care.
Like, hey, look, this is the best thing about OnlyFans. They was like, we will be taking away the titties in 2021. Oh, there goes the money. We will be bringing back the titties in 2021.
like real talk, I even consider for my professional thing creating an OnlyFans for my clients and stuff like that because a lot of them wanted more in-depth knowledge.
Listen, it will work for you, but they will be let down because they will get on there expecting you to be slanging things. I'm not gonna be slanging nothing. You would be on there talking about let's crunch these numbers. They would be like, hold on now, wait a minute.
Right. So like
listen, what y'all don't know behind the scenes, I did sales with Kidd for what? A couple months? A month. And I'm actually decent at it, but
Pat is a good salesman.
But I end up, I did one sale, and Shorty was like, "You gonna have to come to my house and prove that to me." I was like, "Yo, whoa!"
So for those who don't know, I do. I'm a financial advisor, and Pat was like, "Yo, I want to see what you do," because he saw that I had a lot of flexibility in my schedule and stuff like that, and he needed it for his show. And at the time, he was like, I'm tired of waking up at 4 and all that stuff like that, right? So he had a week off, and we was like, all right, let's see what happens.
I think I got suspended.
No, I think he was just off.
Was I just off? I might have been off.
I'm not going to say you were suspended.
I might have been suspended.
Well, you told me he was off, right? Which is true. You just suspended. So this man comes in, and he's a natural salesman. Why? Because he's good at, he has the gift of gab, right? So he gets there, and I think it's the third or fourth call in, and my man is like getting propositioned by somebody on the other end. And I told him like, hey, you got to watch out because people are going to like test you on that level. But I didn't expect it to happen so fast. Pat got panties thrown at him in the fourth call.
Fourth call.
Hey,
listen.
Mind you, this is the fourth time he had ever been on the phone. Just
a young, beautiful Negro out here.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
Young, beautiful Negro.
Hold on. Not Negro. Young, beautiful niggas out here, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, right? Young, beautiful niggas out here. We in the game. You know what I'm saying?
My man had somebody willing to risk her
Dr.
life.
Umar watching this stream right now like.
It was the wildest thing. So eventually, like, if he needs to, he probably come into a sales capacity. But right now, it's been working out good. But It's crazy.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It's crazy. Dog, dog, I'm not gonna lie. Fourth call, I sat there and watched it. I wish I could make it up. I wish I could sit there and say, yeah, we exaggerated. Fourth call, a lady was like, "Oh, you sound cute. I think I need you to come see me." I was like, "Pat, don't take that call." Like, oh man. Let's see what we got going on here. And there with the good question again. Trade deadline next week. What moves would you use to see Ryan? What moves would you want to see Ryan Pace make outside of some early? Because outside of some early games, the O line has picked up, but the defense to me is more concerning than the offense. Right now, if he made a move right now, it would be for the O line because it's all about this year. To me, it's all about developing Justin Fields. So if you are committed to that, developing him and doing the things necessary for that. I don't know if that's picking up on a mic.
Probably not, but if I was just confused what was happening.
Yeah, the intro is wild. Lakers intro is wild. But for me, if it's me, it's to show up the O line. So we have an actual chance to evaluate what he can and can't do. Because right now, Justin gets an excuse. He has no O line. And we've seen great quarterbacks without an O line look really mediocre. And so for Justin to have the game he even had today, 175 yards doesn't sound like a lot, but you combine that with 100 yards rushing, guess what? He looks like Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I would show up the O line, invest in a left tackle, something to do that, and go from there. The defense, I will wait till the offseason. You've asked this. I don't know if you've asked this question several times, but I've seen it several times in the chat. So excuse us if we have ignored it. But will we be back? Will we be interested in bringing back Thaddeus Young? If you're asking from a fan's perspective, yeah, because of what he provides on the boards, what he does as an extra floor general, because he absolutely can control the flow of a game. He also can score if need be within certain parameters. So I love what that brought to the team. I really did. However, if you want to, it's ultimately dependent on the player, right? So there's what I would want as a podcaster or YouTuber versus what the reality is. In reality, can we bring him back? I don't know if that's possible. So I hope that answers your question. Um, Did we do anything? No, dog. We just kicked it. It was a day off for us, and that's what we focused on. We're not really big on a Halloween thing. That's not our thing. We don't believe in that. If Bulls get Jaleel Okafor, is that a guaranteed trip? No, it's not. Nothing's guaranteed with someone new to a system. Nothing's new to someone new to the system. No one's new. No one's guaranteed with any of it because it's all about fit, form, and function, right? And so, we can throw out a couple names, and don't get me wrong, we've thrown out Lonzo Ball being working well here, but that's because we saw what he can do, and we projected that. We felt like it would be a good thing, and it's worked out so far. We projected DeMar DeRozan because of what we needed scoring wise, because we were trying to make Kobe White something he wasn't. Kobe White isn't the scorer we needed him to be. DeMar DeRozan is the scorer we wanted him to be. So at that point, that kind of worked out in that case. So with all that being said, and no, it's not a guaranteed chip, but I do feel like a trade is going to happen. I do feel like we have some serviceable people on our bench who could be utilized differently on a better team. Like again, I know we make a lot of jokes about it. I do not think Kobe White is a bust. I think that the Chicago Bulls aren't the best situation for him. I think Kobe White needs to go to a spot where he can be the prominent scorer. I think ultimately Kobe White needs to be a starter. Kobe White would shine to me in an Orlando situation, maybe a Detroit situation, something like that, because it allows him to kind of get his game off. He doesn't. He to me isn't a bench player. He needs to be in a starting role, and some people are like that. And so because of that, because we already have that spot kind of solidified on so many different fronts, he's not a good player for this team, right? Like I don't think he wants to be a Vinny John. He doesn't want to be the microwave for the Chicago Bulls. He wants to be a guy who has an opportunity. You know, if to me, Kobe White wants to be like Jordan Clarkson or better, right? Jordan Clarkson is on the bench. He's like the sixth man for his team for Utah, but he gets a lot of minutes. He gets starter minutes, kind of, depending on the game, depending on who's there, right? Kobe White didn't really have. It was kind of back and forth. So, you know, I want to just clear the air on some things. I have nothing against Kobe White. I think he was put in a really tough situation, and the way his game is built, it doesn't satisfy what we needed. And that's where the animosity came from. We were trying to force him into a spot that it really wasn't in line with his skill set, right? Like he needs to be where Zach is. And so if I had to be honest, I would trade him just because I think it's amicably applicable to what he needs as a player in development and what we need as an organization. Now you are saying Detroit, what do you want from them unless it's Grant?
What we got going on?
Not what I want from Alexis Grant. I mean, of course you want Jeremy Grant. I mean, he's their biggest thing, but you got to understand what I want as a fan and as a YouTuber versus what makes sense financially, what makes sense for organization are two different things. So I live in reality. That's not saying that you don't, but it's to say that I look at this differently. I look at what would make sense for Detroit to give up Jeremy Grant when they feel like they're trying to build a
Jeremy
team.
Grant wouldn't give up. They wouldn't
give him up, right? They made a move for Cade for a reason. They got Cade for a reason. There's so much left. And so with all that being said, the reality of the situation is the Detroit Pistons are still a professional basketball team trying to build a team. And they have won a chip in the last 20 years. They're trying to get back to a certain level of dominance. Like we forget that they won a chip and they were a force to be reckoned with within the Eastern Conference for maybe 4 or 5 years straight.
I mean, we're talking about that, 10, 20 years ago.
For 2004, but even still
18.
So 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, if you look back, Detroit,
look at them. Look at Daniel Tice.
You had to go through Detroit, right?
Daniel Tice was pull Detroit.
You had to go through Detroit in some way, shape, or form. LeBron had to go through Detroit. And then after Detroit, it was Boston, right? So at this point, it's like Detroit is trying to build themselves up as an organization because they've won a chip within the last 20 years, just like the Mavericks have. Just like the if you want to really be honest about it, there's a lot of teams who've never won a chip.
Why is it that the good move? Why is that Jalen Green? Why is it that the small market or more so forgot about teams can never make consistent winners in the league? Because at this point, small market is non-existent. Like everybody's budget is $300 million.
I'm gonna tell you,
what I'm saying, like it's not like
that's not true.
OKC's budget is not less than the Bulls.
OKC's budget is not less than the Bulls. However,
what I'm saying, like OKC is literally Oklahoma City. What is it? A town of 3,500.
But here's something that the Lakers could do that the OKC can't do. The Lakers could go into luxury tax and not feel a dent because they sell so much merchandise. Right. So overall, you have to see what the business of basketball produces for you. They can, the owner has to consider luxury tax and all that stuff, right? But merchandise selling and stuff like that, LeBron's gonna sell jerseys. AD's gonna sell jerseys. Russ is gonna sell jerseys.
Even so,
if Jeremy Grant sell, how many Jeremy Grant jerseys are you gonna get?
Hey, listen, Detroit ain't got enough money to keep the city alive. So.
How many? Let's be real. AI played for Detroit. How many AI Detroit jerseys do you see?
AI played for Detroit. I forgot about that.
AI is my guy. How many AI jerseys do you see?
I would go look for an AI Detroit jersey.
You don't see many of them, right? So it's about the business of basketball outside of that. So like Golden State could go into the luxury tax because guess what? Yeah, we're gonna take a penalty here, but they make so much in revenue. They make so much for the attractions they get. Hey, listen.
Off of Oakland? Well, it's not Oakland no more.
Listen.
It's not Oakland no more.
How many Steph jerseys do you see? How many Thompson's jerseys do you see?
But see, I think that's the thing.
Draymond Green has a top 50 selling jersey.
I think that's more so the question. Like, why can't these small market teams keep the talent that's worth? Well, I mean, listen, the salary cap doesn't change. The salary cap in as its whole, and I can't say they can't afford them, because even taking a luxury tax, even invoking bird rights and things like that, like
Mark Cuban explained it best. Mark Cuban said, for owners, believe it or not, owning a team is a losing bet.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Owning a team,
of course, because all you have is assets that are depreciating every time you draft somebody.
Owning a team is a losing bet.
Yeah.
And the way he broke it down, it really helped you see.
That was a travel.
That it was.
Oh, nice move, though. Is that Horton Tucker?
Yes, it is.
No, that's Avery Bradley.
Okay.
That's Bradley. That was a really nice move. That was a really nice move.
That's why I love Mark Cuban so much, because he's very vocal about, showing you the ins and outs. That's a flop. Showing you the ins and outs from an owner's perspective. And if you really think about it, he helps you even see what merchandising does and stuff like that. So an owner can take certain hits to build a team and platform when they know they have ownership, they have revenue coming from other ways from that asset. Detroit can't do that. Detroit can't say LeBron come here, Russ come here, because once they get over luxury tax, it's like, okay, we can't sustain this.
So you think how many of the owners in the league don't actually are actually just owning their team for money?
I would say 40%.
And it's most of the small market teams.
And I would tell you this, it's not even a small market team. The New York Knicks, it's not owned by one person, it's a conglomerate.
But Dolan is a Knicks fan.
Dolan's a Knicks fan.
Dolan actually is, like, he's trash.
But you have to understand.
But he actually is a Knicks fan. He's just
like
a bad human being.
Of a organization that owns the Knicks.
Yeah.
Right? And so when people say Dolan should sell the team, Dolan can't sell the team.
He doesn't have that opportunity.
Dolan is...
If we're being honest, as a Knicks fan, he probably wants to.
Well, maybe. I don't know about now.
It's a money-making fan.
Like, Dolan can't sell the team. It's not his team to sell.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the Clippers. That guy had the right to sell the team, right?
Look at that. Is he not a majority in the conglomerate?
He could, but he still, if he wanted to sell, he has to get buy-in from that board of directors to do it. It's owned by a group of people.
It is, but
it's almost like the Packers. The Packers can't sell their team because it's owned by their shareholders.
It is, but like with Magic Johnson with the Dodgers, if Magic Johnson decides he wants to sell, not to say that you would sell to somebody else, but
he can share his stake.
You can sell your stake.
He can sell his stake
to somebody else.
James Dolan selling his stake doesn't change how the organization is ran. That's what most fans don't understand.
I mean, it could though. It depends on who you give the stake to.
It don't though.
It depends on who you get a stake to. Because James Dolan was friends with Phil Jackson. That's why Phil Jackson became the GM.
Yeah, but
so that does change it in a sense.
In a sense,
it's different. It's different. The Knicks are different from the Bulls. Jerry Reinsdorf owns the Bulls,
flat out.
That is his team.
You turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest with you, the Bulls is right there. It's under this keyboard. Under the keyboard. Dog. This keyboard. There you go. You did. All right, sorry. If you want to be honest, Chicago is probably one of the last major markets that's flat out owned by one or two people.
Yeah, he owns the Sox and he owns the
like this is mafia.
The Bulls.
This is like mafia level. Like
mafia don't exist, bro.
Please, it still exists. Your last name is Moranzoni. You know this.
Mafia don't exist.
Please.
As my family told me.
All right, well, my family had the mafia at the funeral, so I don't care what you say.
Those were just a group of nice Italian men
at one table.
Come va? Come va?
Whatever, dog. I still can't go across this road.
To this day.
To this day, I can't.
To this day.
My wife come across this road. It's a problem.
But no, anyways, back to more. No, I mean, I just it's interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to win in Detroit, you've got the cap to do it. Now, granted, people want to live in Detroit, but like build through the draft, right? If you build your team through the draft, like, why did Detroit all of a sudden become bad? That's the thing I look at. I get why the Bulls became bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing it. Like, Michael Jordan said they didn't want to pay me. That's going to tell the rest of the league, I don't want to be there because they didn't want to pay arguably the greatest player to ever touch a ball in his hands. And I think that absolutely had an impact for a long time. Hey, Baki, what you know about that Richard Pryor skit, dog? So I put the ice pick in his face and it snaps. Oh, Richard, don't you like that? Oh, it's a great time, Richard. Do the thing, Richard. Nobody move. Sit down, Rich. Fam, he probably really did that. He busted in with a gun to stick up the mafia. Oh, that's great. Ooh, that's a good point. By Ricky. Detroit became bad because they drafted Darko instead of Melo.
Ooh.
That changes the trajectory of your entire team. And Darko won a ship.
Dog, and they still end up being good for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, but they were old at that point.
They were old.
Yeah. Melo does change your trajectory. That is a fact.
You are right.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
Man, I didn't think about that. Can I even believe that Tony Kukoc made more than Michael Jordan's NBA contract? Absolutely. The one thing I know about Mike is, and you can tell from The Last Dance, he was somebody who, this is what I agreed to, this is what I signed for. I bet. But you have to understand that Mike also, from a monetary standpoint, was making a whole lot outside of the NBA. So it was easy for him to take less because of how much he has rolling in. I give you a comparable example to that. Tom Brady, I wholeheartedly believe the only reason that Tampa Bay has even been remotely close to signing half the people they have is because Tom Brady is in a constant flux of being able to negotiate what his earnings are from a player contract standpoint. Because monetarily, Tom Brady makes so much from his endorsements and stuff like that he doesn't need the money year over year. Now that's just speculation, but it's not just me that says it. A lot of people who are within the industry and make a lot more than I do and make a lot more than we do have confirmed this to be like a serious case. Tom Brady is so focused on winning and being competitive that he will take less money to make that happen. And his whole career in New England has showed that. I believe Michael Jordan did the same thing. Now, what I will tell you this is don't get carried away with that. A lot of old heads in Chicago would say, Mike took less to do this. Mike ain't take less than nobody in the late 90s. That last three-peat, Mike got paid every penny he was worth. Mike was getting paid 30 million plus, and he didn't take a penny less. Now, would he have been willing to is a whole different story, but guess what? It's already been said and done. Mike was the highest paid player for a long time. In fact, Mike was getting paid so much mid 90s, 96, 97, 98, that compared to today's contracts, he would still be one of the highest paid players, right? So some of the highest paid players right now, 5 years, 200 million over 5 and stuff like that equates to about 40 million and some change. Mike was getting paid 30, 33, something like that. He would still be one of the highest paid players in the league, at least top 10, based off what he was getting paid. So don't believe the hype. Mike did take less, but it ain't like a lot of old heads make it seem. Old heads make it seem like, oh, he should have been getting 30. He was getting like 20. No, he definitely wasn't getting 20. Mike was getting paid 30 million plus. And he obviously he performed, he produced, and he deserved every bit of it. Thing was with Jordan and Scotty contract is that at the time of signing them deals were fair. It's the fact that they were like 7 to 6 year deals in the long run. They were bad deals. That's true and not true at the same time. Mike's first deal was an absolute robbery considering what he put up.
But he also signed it before he was
signed it
Michael
before
Jordan.
He was Michael Jordan. Mike's deals after
he was Mike Jordan when he signed that
deal. When Mike came back for the second three-peat, Mike got paid year over year 30 plus million. You can look it up. I'm not making it up. Scottie Pippen is the only person I would say,
Scottie did it to himself. I don't feel bad for
Hey,
him.
listen, Jerry told him not to
Jerry
sign
told
the
him
deal.
don't sign it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've been in situations where somebody in the power to put me on has told me, I don't know if this is going to benefit you long term,
But it'll benefit you right now.
I can see what it does for you right now. But if you are somebody that's willing to put in the work,
what was that pass right there? That was
it's a
freaky.
freaky pass. If you're willing to put in the work, then guess what? This is a bad deal for you. I've been in those situations and I've chosen to bet on myself and it worked out, and I'm glad that I did. Scottie Pippen didn't believe that, but Scottie Pippen had a reason. So I don't look at those situations as being comparable at all. Michael Jordan signed a deal that was considered bubblegum, considered who he was.
Yeah.
Ended up being rookie of the year,
but he also
scoring title, all that stuff.
What Muzz don't take into account with Michael Jordan is that he's the reason the NBA took off.
Yes.
He got that deal signed before. Now I'll say this: you can restructure a deal, but Jerry Reinsdorf told you, I don't restructure deals. He said, you better come to me at the end of this contract.
Yeah.
You better come to me at the end of this contract.
I'm gonna do this one first. The
Go ahead.
brand recognition worldwide of teams like the Bulls make doing business with them a better deal. The small market teams, that hurts. What I kind of agree with that.
I just think like when we talk about the small market teams, right? Like it's not so much like, let's be real. OKC had Kevin Durant. OKC had Russell Westbrook.
Look what they did with it.
They gave it away
because they couldn't sustain it.
They couldn't sustain it. Why? That's
when you're a small market. I'm gonna be honest with
you. Why can't, like, Russ wanted to be there? Russ never wanted to leave OKC.
When you're a small market, the window for you to win is smaller than a big market. Right now, why is that?
Because it's a more fun place to live.
I'm gonna be that too. The revenue was there. The brand deals are there. You got to think about it like this.
Oh, we watching the Lakers versus a Houston game right now. For Red, we turned that game off and won the first quarter.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you know right now. If you were in LA, you can get a brand deal if you're a serviceable person.
Yes.
Kyle Kuzma absolutely has some deals around the city that gave him some additional revenue, right? If you're in OKC, that's not coming the same way. And even if it does come, it's not coming with the same zeros behind it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just the market. The market in itself does not generate enough revenue for you to make the same type of money. So sometimes it's better for a player who's looking out for his long-term personal wealth to go to a bigger market because they have more opportunity based off the exposure.
But I think this is the difference, right? This is the difference, right? Like,
it's just good business sense. That's the business of basketball.
To me, this is the difference, right?
Ooh, Melo.
Shai Gilgeous has generational wealth right now.
He does.
He's got signed to generational wealth right now in OKC. Right? Like in the 90s, I get it. Like Jordan, Pippen, Drexler, them ones I get, because Pippen wasn't signed to generational wealth. Pippen was signed to generational wealth for the 1980s.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you had $1 million in the 1980s, or what did he get? He got
like 1.8.
1.8. Yeah, that's generational wealth in the 1980s. 70s even, if we being honest. But we're talking about generational wealth. Like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has generational wealth right now.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Or name the small market dude. Fred VanVleet in Toronto has generational wealth right now if he manages it right. Not at the end of the day. Listen, you can always pop up in an NBA insurance scandal, and a little Tony Allen action.
If you manage like Fred is getting paid $20 a year. You manage that money right.
Just about, right? You're getting 88 over 5.
You manage that. Like, listen, if you're spending after taxes, if you're spending all your revenue year over year, then there's a problem with your spending habits.
Yeah.
Right? So like he does have generational wealth if he does it right.
If he does it right.
Like he can literally
listen, I'm not here to fix stupid, but I'm saying teams are paying people generational wealth. Like we're talking about brand deals and stuff like that. Yes, that comes into play, but if you're good, it don't come into play. Kevin Durant had brand deals in OKC. With Nike, with Russell Westbrook had brand deals in OKC with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like generational wealth is, or the brand deals and the things that play into that are based on. Like I get it if you're I get it if you're Fred VanVleet. If you're Fred VanVleet on Detroit, you're not getting those brand deals. But if you're Fred VanVleet with a country behind you, you're getting those brand deals.
I will say this. You have to look at the reality of the situation is players are comparing what they're making versus versus that. Ooh, all right,
Yep.
there we go. Pick a head up, dog. All right, you got it. You know what you're doing. Players are comparing what they're getting versus other players, right? So if you see somebody come out with a Superman contract, or you see somebody who's not on that level getting paid 100 million, you're comparing it against that. But if we're talking about what you can live off of and stuff like that, yeah, these players are getting paid a lot more. But you also have to compare that with what the owners are getting, what the organizations getting, and what they provide for those organizations. And so the game has totally changed. Like at one point, Kevin Garnett had one of the highest contracts. Kobe Bryant had one of the highest contracts. Shaq had one of the highest contracts. Those contracts was like 144, 140 over, stuff like that. Now we're in the 200s. Now we're in that level. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a whole different world. Going to Vanille's question, I'm interested in your opinion as well because that got me thinking when Tibbs talked about the Bulls Knicks rivalry being rebirthed. Um, I think that the rivalry is only rebirthed because of nostalgia. I don't think anybody on the Bulls' current organization has anything against anyone on the current Knicks organization as far as the players are concerned. But because those organizations historically have gone at it, that's why that rivalry remains. Even with the Lakers and Celtics, I don't think anybody on the Lakers has anything against anybody on the Celtics, but because
Anymore.
they've gone at it so long for
Yeah.
so many years.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's just like a mainstay that you kind of fit into, right? So like that's what I feel about that. The Bulls right now, D Rose is on the on the Knicks. We ain't got no hate against D Rose. Like
We got love for him.
we
If
got
anything,
nothing but love for him. In fact, if D Rose went off for 40 against us, we'd hate the fact that he went off for 40 against us because he wears a Knicks jersey.
yeah.
But we would absolutely love it.
But it would also be
D-Rose.
like D Rose went off for 40, dog. I'm
No,
crying.
like we want D Rose to win. So like I don't think that a rivalry exists in the same context.
Yeah.
Because when Mike and them was going at it, they really did hate each other. That league doesn't exist anymore. Maybe we get back to it because the refs are not calling these ticky-tack fouls and we're getting physical play back again. But nah, that doesn't exist anymore. And I think people are more connected now than ever before. And realistically, if social media existed back then, we would see that a lot of those Knicks players really did have respect for Bulls players.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there's a lot of hate there. Like Knicks,
none of those dudes hate each other.
None of those dudes hate each other. I would say
it was
that
just a game.
the hate is IT.
Yeah.
Like Jordan and IT generally don't like each other. Genuinely don't like each other.
And that's on IT, to be honest with you. IT screwed up on two different ways. You know what IT messed up?
You know why I like
anytime you go against Magic and he's a much lovable guy, like you don't go against America's favorite guy. Well, Magic was one of America's Magic.
IT
at the time, forgive me, OJ Simpson. Magic and OJ Simpson in the late 80s could do no wrong.
IT went against Magic on. I don't like how IT did him as a friend. Personally, you know what I'm saying? IT went against Magic on
the AIDS
because he had AIDS and he stopped dealing with him.
That's stupid.
That means you're not a good friend.
Yep.
That's all that means. You're not a good friend. Like you're not a good person. Which I mean, but if we're talking about IT on a player tip, like Jordan and IT generally dislike each other as players. Knicks and Bulls weren't really beefing in real life. They used to go to dinner together with Jordan. That's what made Van Gundy mad. Yeah, Van Gundy said, stop going to dinner with this dude.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Van Gundy also created the story.
That's a fact, too.
Because Jordan never took them mugs out and got them drunk. He said they weren't drunk. I just beat them.
Which is also another fact.
Yeah, they weren't drunk. I just beat them.
Hey, listen, rarely do you get something that happens in life where it's just like no way around it.
Yeah.
Jordan is that person.
Yeah.
Jordan is that thing for sports.
Yeah.
Jordan is that figure where no matter what you say against him, he did it. Your favorite player during that time, he beat him. This person scored this, that. No, Jordan did it. Oh, he ain't a good passer. Guess what? Jordan made it a point to out assist Magic Johnson for a couple games. Look it up. Like, listen, Jordan had a game where he had over 10 assists in the finals.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
With intention. I want you to hear me. With intention, he set out to have more assists than Magic Johnson. I want you to put that in your mind. He was so psychotic that he was like, not only am I going to outscore you, I'm going to have more assists than you. and for at least a good 2 games, he did it. I think it was 1 or 2. It was maybe 1 or 2. He didn't do it for the series, but it was 1 or 2 games. That takes a whole different level.
Yeah.
That's a whole different level of, because guess what? He don't get to dictate an assist. He don't score the bucket.
No.
That's like me saying, I'm gonna pass you the ball. You better hit it.
No, you better hit it though.
You better hit it.
Listen.
I pass you the rock. You better hit it.
Listen. I pass you the ball. Steve Kerr, John Paxson.
No.
Game winning NBA Finals.
I don't give.
Hey,
better hit it.
Listen, John Paxson.
You a grown man. I'm talking to you like a kid.
Listen,
you better hit it.
Listen,
that's Michael Jordan.
Listen, John.
In early 90s.
What do you think he said to Pax? If I'm giving you this ball, you better hit it.
Me and Mike would have had words.
Listen, and then some people
would have had words.
Steve Kerr and Mike did have words.
No.
Steve Kerr, Mike gave Steve Kerr a black eye.
Mike would have punched me in the eye. And he would have walked off in a stretcher. Your best player would have walked.
Hey, listen.
No, he wouldn't have walked off. He would have been carried off in a stretcher.
Listen.
Hey, Mike, you better chill out.
We still talk about 6'2" versus 6'6". Mike had to reach. Mike had to reach.
Guess what?
Mike had to reach on that one.
You're looking at all this. I'm looking at all this. You need to protect them knees.
Hey, listen. Hey, no. Look. You looking at your career in the NBA. You're not going to take out Michael Jordan.
No, Michael Jordan just punched me in the eye.
Hey, listen. I'm not saying you can't punch him in the eye back, but you looking at your career versus.
Hey, Ricky Fontaine is coming at you. He said, stop calling my team Zeke.
It is Zeke. You're right. The Boston guard is IT. I get you that. Did you guys enjoy Chicago Bulls versus Miami Heat rivalry in the 2010s? No, because the Bulls kept losing. I enjoyed. I can't say that. I enjoyed the rivalry. I enjoyed that it was there. I enjoyed the back and forth between it. But I mean, we were on the wrong end of it. We were on the wrong end of a generational talent. LeBron James is a generational talent. And we were on the wrong end of that. Derrick Rose couldn't compete with it. And the team that they built around Derrick wasn't good enough to deal with what he was doing. So I'm not upset by what we saw. I'm not upset by that time period. That's my favorite Bulls period. But we were the buzzsaw. We were the wood to LeBron's buzzsaw. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It just does. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was great. It was a fun time. I mean, we talking about one game, really. Taj Gibson dunking on D Wade, game 1 NBA Finals versus the Heat. We dominating, we killing it, we're hooping every game, and we lost the next 4. You know what I'm saying? Even when he went back to Cleveland, we were the wood to LeBron James buzzsaw, and it sucked. But it was fun. It's my favorite team. That's the team that made me love basketball. That's why this jersey's hanging right here. What else y'all got for me, man? I'm sorry, I was got to look at the ring alarm commercial, dog. You can't punch Jordan if you don't want to win the title. Facts. We would have went to the finals if LeBron wasn't at his peak. Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we ran the league for a decade. We teams couldn't go to the finals because Jordan was who he was. Now, I mean, we ran into Bron when he was doing what Bron does. Other teams couldn't go to the finals because Bron was doing what he did. That's how it goes, unfortunately. What we got here from Vern. Shout out to Vern, man. He's been rocking with us for a minute. Do you like how Acme has put in the work, not only improvising the roster, but making the Bulls attractive again in terms of repairing old relationships that were broken from the last regime? Now, here's the thing, right? So that is big, especially like Joakim Noah becoming an ambassador for the Bulls. Like, a lot of people don't know what went down with that. Like, Pax wanted, not Pax, I don't know if it was Pax or if it was Foreman. They wanted Thibs gone so bad that they told Joakim Noah that Thibs basically said he couldn't use him as a player anymore. And it wasn't true. They wanted to get the next guy in there. They wanted to move on from Thibs. And I mean, I was fine with moving on from Thibs because I felt like the players weren't listening to Thibs anymore. But I wanted them to figure it out because that was a situation. The Bulls situation, let's be real, was a situation where the owner and the player, you can come grab it. The owner, the player, and the coach couldn't figure it out. It was a situation where egos got in the way, and that's why I love what we have now. Y'all ain't heard one time where Zach LaVine complained about DeMar DeRozan taking that last shot. We complained. Chicago, I'm talking about. I didn't complain, but Chicago complained. Chicago didn't want DeMar taking that last shot because Zach's been here with us through the struggle. He deserves that shot, right? Zach didn't complain. Egos being in the way is what messed up the 2010 Chicago Bulls. Mothers want to say it was Derrick Rose's injury. Mothers want to say, no, egos messed up that Bulls team. Do you think if AK was the GM back then, D Rose would have won a championship?
Wow. Hey, Westbrook.
He said, oh my God.
Westbrook out here building houses again.
Find you a spot. Now.
If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. I can't really answer.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
I can't answer that question for you, dog. And that's not. Listen, I would say
this. It's basically asking, do you think AK could have built a better team back then versus Pax? I think that AK was more I think AK is more appealing than Gar Forman and John Paxson are.
I think he's a better GM.
I think that you probably can figure out how to get. I'm gonna be real with you. You probably figure out how to get Bryant and no, I'll tell you 100%. Let's say this. You 100% get Bryant, Bosh, and Wade here if AK is your GM.
Yeah.
Because AK would have cut Luol Deng and Joakim Noah.
Yep.
He might have kept Joakim. Joakim might have worked money-wise. I don't know what he was making at that point. But he absolutely would have got rid of Luol Deng.
Yep.
He absolutely would have gotten rid of Ronnie Broth. He would have got rid of those guys.
Yep. I believe that.
So if we looking at it from that standpoint, yes. Derrick Rose would have won championships back then. Yes. We would have been the Heatles.
To be honest with you, and you got to keep it a buck. Acme would have cut D Rose if it was to get D Wade, LeBron, and Bosh here. And if we want to keep it a buck, I would cut D Rose if it was to get them three here, because that's a guaranteed chip. That's a guaranteed chip.
I don't think he would have cut him because we're talking about Acme drafting that person, and we're not seeing him.
No, because
we're not seeing him cut ties with
Acme
P. Will
would
at this
have to
point.
trade D Rose for D Wade, because D Wade was
the problem wasn't Derrick Rose. The problem because Derrick wasn't paid at that point yet.
No. D Wade was though.
D Wade was.
So you would have to make a trade with Miami.
No,
for D Wade. Yes, you would. LeBron was a free agent.
LeBron was a free agent. You would have had to make a trade.
Was not the free agent.
You would have had to make a trade.
You would have to make a trade, and the only trade you would get for D Wade at the time would have been D Rose.
No, I think the trade was Joakim and Luol. I think those were the two that was on the table. And that's why they didn't make the deal happen. Because D Wade,
is 2009. We talking?
No, D Wade and Bryant were a guarantee to come here. The problem is they couldn't make Bosh work.
I know, because of the way that the Miami.
No,
Heat
I feel like Wade wasn't paid yet. Wade was a free agent.
Wade was under contract.
I think Wade was a free agent, bro.
Wade was under contract.
Because what year did they win? They lost.
They lost in 2011.
They lost 11.
So
it had to be 10.
They had to be 10.
2010.
if D Wade, even if D Wade was a free agent,
No, they couldn't sign Bosch. They wanted all three to be together. They couldn't get Bosch to work, and they would have had to make a trade for Luol Deng, and Thibs didn't want to get rid of Luol.
That's stupid. That's why you move away from Thibs right there. That's stupid. Luol Deng
Free
wasn't
agents.
worth
All three were free agents.
all three were
LeBron
free
James,
agents?
Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh.
I'm gonna let you know right now. None of those dudes was leaving. Dwayne Wade wasn't leaving Miami. Why? Miami is a big market.
No, Dwayne Wade was here.
He was willing to come here.
No, Dwayne Wade came here, talked with Pat. This is public knowledge. Dwayne Wade was here, talked with Pax, and said, "Can you make Bosh work?" They said, "We can't make Bosh work." Wade said, "I'm still gonna come here, and if I come here, Brown will come here, but I have to go back to Pax and or I have to go back to Pat Riley and tell him that I'm leaving." And they had the contract there. They had it like they said sign it now, and he went back to Pat and told him the numbers they were getting, and Pat was like, "Stay here and we'll pay you more." They were here, like Brian and Wade were in Chicago in a meeting room with John Paxson and Gar Forman. And to make the deal work, they would have had to kill the bench, basically, because the bench was making money back then. They would have had to gut the bench, and they would have had to get rid of Luol Deng. So it would have literally been Derrick Rose, LeBron James, D Wade. It'd have been the Miami lineup, where it was like it was a bunch of starters and the rest of them.
Brown put on the show. I will have to look back at that, because even still,
no, that's Pax has said that on record, and Wade has said that on record. He said Wade even said, he was like, "I wanted to be home."
No.
He said I wanted to come home, because their plan was to play 4 years in Chicago, win 4, for his hometown city, and then they were all gonna go to Cleveland and win the first championship in Cleveland.
That's why I don't respect those 2 rings. But anyway, no, I have to go back and look at it, because if you have Wade, Bosh, LeBron, and D Rose, you can do a whole bunch of veteran memes and win a championship. Because the way the league was constructed, look at who Kobe won his rings with. Kobe didn't win rings with superstars. He didn't. Outside of Shaq, he had no other superstar on his teams. He never had another superstar outside of Shaq.
That was the beginning of the new NBA, though, of that 10s NBA.
But even
that was the beginning of that. Like, Muggs weren't doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? It was 2 at most back then.
But even still.
Well, I can't say 08 was the beginning.
No, Paul Gasol was never a superstar.
No, 08 was the beginning of super teams.
Paul Gasol was all NBA, but he was never a superstar. He was barely an all-star.
Paul Gasol pretty freaking good.
No, he's pretty freaking good. He's barely an all-star, though.
Paul Gasol pretty freaking good, though. No. Like, when you got Kobe putting up 35, like, all I need is the dude that's going to put up 18 and 12.
Paul Gasol put up Rudy Gobert numbers, and he wasn't that good on board.
What season?
This season. Rudy Gobert
numbers this year with Kobe? Dog. Come on, bro.
Dog.
Bro, that Rudy Gobert with Kobe?
This Rudy Gobert right
now.
Fam,
he's balling. Fam, he is balling, dog. You can't even get through it.
Yes, I can.
This Rudy Gobert is balling.
This Rudy Gobert right now.
Fam, if you swap out Andrew Bynum with this Rudy Gobert.
Let me finish it. I hate you, dog.
If you swap out, listen, I got beef with Rudy. You already know. If I see him, I'm going to look up and tell him you ain't worth $200 million. But if he keep doing what he doing this season.
Hey, I want to say
that Shannon Brown. Absolutely. Hey, listen. You want to talk about somebody that was utilized completely the wrong way? Shannon Brown.
Dog, you talk about Shannon Brown like he was averaging 20 plus.
No, he wasn't.
Shannon Brown was averaging like 8 points a game.
He wasn't, but they literally put him in a role where it was just like, just be a spot up shooter in the corner. Why would you make Shannon Brown that?
They put him as a 2 guard behind Kobe.
They did, but they told him just be.
Here's the thing:
he was literally just shooting threes in the corner.
No. The problem was you're the 2 guard behind Kobe.
That's true.
All right, that's not who's the 2 guard behind Mike. Doesn't even freaking matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
No, I do. BJ
who?
BJ Armstrong.
Okay, guess what? You know him because he won a 3-point contest. If he didn't win a 3-point contest,
no, I know him because he held the 3-point record before Reggie Miller broke it.
If he didn't do that, would you know who he was? No.
So if he didn't accomplish something nobody had accomplished in the NBA to that point until he did that, would I know who he was? No. Yeah, I guess you're right in that situation.
Dude, shut up.
I'm just saying.
When you frame it that way, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm just saying, dog.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is Kobe didn't have
single season,
Kobe
not
didn't
not career.
Yeah, Kobe didn't have a Chris Bosh.
Fam, hold up. Who is this dude?
I don't know.
Who is 15?
I don't know.
I've been watching him hoop for 4 nights in a row now.
Is that McClug? No, it's not McClug.
No, that's Toronto.
No, McClug is on the Lakers.
Well, I don't know who he is. He be balling. 15 on the Lakers. Whoever knows.
McClug is on the Lakers. He's the absolute steal.
Fun fact.
Shannon Brown from the town.
Shannon Brown from here, yeah.
Hey, listen, he's from the Birds, but he's from the town.
Fun fact, my family used to. Well, yeah, he's from here. He's literally from here. He's Bellwood. Yeah, Bellwood. Brother too. His brother too. Family used to know Shannon Brown when I was little. He used to come to my grandma's house with D Brown. Is D related to them?
I don't know, but it would be nice.
Would it? Don't help him. It's not gonna get him out of his insurance scandal.
I'll tell you this, dog. It's 10-something. I gotta make this drive back. I ain't gonna be here for this whole game. I realized the second quarter, this game is a wrap for me.
Oh, Brian about to do it. Brian about to.
Ooh. I didn't think he was gonna get that dunk off.
All right.
Proviso East
finalist, yeah.
That's a fact. And by the way, Proviso East, I'm glad that they upgraded their courts because they used to be trash.
Courts used to be like, remember in Space Jam when he was like,
a bunch of dead spots.
When he fell up
that ball to ball, come back. Shannon Brown jumped off these courts. They didn't change him since he got drafted.
That's why he made the league. Exactly. It was like, hey, he jumped off of that dead spot.
Man,
now if you can jump from there, you a bad man.
What the heck?
Bro, what is Brian on?
What
is Brian on? Step back 3, jaded in his face with the toupee looking bad tonight. That's a freaky play.
That's a nice play.
That's a freaky play.
And he looked at you.
You know my okay, all right. Yeah.
That's a flop.
You know my favorite thing, my favorite thing that I've heard somebody say about Brian is when they talked about Brian and they were talking about No, that's you. But
I believe it too.
When they talked about Brown and they talked about when they talk about him, what do they say? Like 36 years old, and he's still averaging 25 and something like that. 25
like
and
Michael
7.
Jordan.
And they were like, they said, was anybody saying Michael Jordan was washed up at 36 when he was averaging 25 and whatever it was? No. And it was Gilbert Arenas that said, he said, so shut the up. He said, stop this stupid argument. Shut up.
Let me say this in the camera before I go. Listen, Michael Jordan at 36 won a championship. Led the league in scoring. Was top of MVP votes.
Honestly, didn't lead the league for any other reason besides he wasn't going to be a part of a rebuild and he wasn't going to play for another team.
That's all. Listen,
he left the league because of loyalty.
I want you to understand this.
Loyalty.
If Mike had decided on 2 separate occasions just to play, you probably would have an unquestioned GOAT.
Yeah.
But the fact that he took a break and came back, to me, makes him the definitive GOAT. Why? Because if I take a 1.5 year break and you still can't stop me, that's your fault. You didn't work hard enough. If Pat takes a 1.5 year break and I say, yeah, I'm gonna build a YouTube channel, and I don't do better, that's my fault. That's your fault. That's everybody else's fault who didn't do it. Because Pat took a 1.5 year break.
Yeah.
That means he said, skip this. I'm going to do something completely different. I'm not going to post.
If I take a 1.5 year break, I'm going to play baseball for a 1.5 year.
If he takes a 1.5 year break and then all of a sudden he still has more subscribers than you do, it ain't because it's because you didn't put in the work. He was just that freaking good. His competition didn't suck. They were not subpar. They're absolutely great. He was just that much better. And it's okay to admit that he was that much freaking better.
Oh, man.
Stop being a clown. Stop sitting there. I hate that. Like, he's not my favorite player all the time. Kobe's my favorite player all the time. But guess what? Michael Jordan was a better shooting guard.
Yeah.
He's a better shooting guard. I've never met Kobe in person. I've met Mike 3 times. Twice he was good. Last time he was a jerk. Guess what? no matter how much I felt about that, better shooting guard. There's nothing about Mike's game that tells me Kobe could beat him flat out. The only thing that tells me that Kobe would beat him is because that was a person to beat. The wolf climbing the hill was always hungry and the wolf on the top.
I think, let me ask this though, if we thinking about it, if Kobe had beat Mike, wouldn't he have said it?
Mike has said the only person he think would beat him was Kobe.
But if Kobe had beat Mike, wouldn't Kobe have said it?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think Kobe would be like, I just want y'all to know, like, I'm the best in the world because I beat the best in the world.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Kobe still held Mike in that high of regard.
He called him big. He was his big brother.
If he
Mike was his big brother, yeah.
He would have said, "I beat you this one time," but it means nothing until I beat you on the floor with the ref, with the cameras watching.
Yeah.
And guess what? Michael Jordan beat Magic Johnson on the floor with the cameras watching.
Hey, listen,
he beat Isaiah on the floor with the cameras watching.
Mike beat Magic so bad without the cameras watching that Magic had to tell the world with the cameras watching
that Mike beat
him. And it was the greatest shot he had ever seen in his life.
Listen, but you know what that tells me though? The world is full of a bunch of insecure people.
Yeah.
Magic's not insecure.
No, Magic
had done enough in his career and up to that point to know, hey, someone's gonna come behind me and do something different because of what I've done.
Magic was Magic ever heralded as greatest player in the game? Like greatest,
not on the same level.
Like great, like Jordan. We call Jordan, like, to this day is still like he's possibly the greatest of all time. Was Magic ever that? Even before Jordan?
From a point guard perspective, yes.
Greatest point guard. I still think he's the greatest point guard of all time.
Well, from a point guard perspective, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking like we talk about.
You want to know why
we talk about Jordan as the greatest player of all time. If we being honest,
because he takes the most shots.
True, but if we being honest, Magic played multiple small forward, point guard, and center. And was impactful at every single position.
As a utility, I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Magic was a better player as a utility.
Yeah.
You know, as a flex player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but to me, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that level. That's why Isaiah Thomas will never be the greatest point guard to me.
Nah.
In fact,
Magic was freaky.
In fact, I'll tell you this.
Isaiah's too though. Like I don't take nothing. Listen, I come at Isaiah on
if Gary Payton won one ring, he'd be better than Isaiah. Gary Payton.
Isaiah got 3, right?
Isaiah got 2.
He's got 2.
But if Gary Payton had won one ring, he'd be better than. Listen, average 20 and 10, defensive player of the year. Only defensive player of the year as a PG. Only defensive player of the year as a PG.
I'd still take
Isaiah. He grinded for that.
I'd still take it. You know why? Isaiah, how tall is what's his name?
Gary's shorter
than Isaiah.
Gary's my height. I've shook Gary Payton's hand. I've looked him in his eye. By the way, I've seen AI, and I've looked him in his eye too.
you looked over his head.
AI,
you looked over his head.
AI for forever will have my respect for what he's done because that dude is short. That dude ain't no 6'1".
Gary Payton 6'4".
Gary Payton ain't no goddamn 6'4".
Gary Payton is 6'4".
My dude, I shook that man's hand. I looked him in his eye. He used to have a house on the south side of Chicago. I'm not gonna say where for his privacy.
Yeah.
I shook that man's hand as a teen. I looked him in his eye.
Maybe it was a tall day for you.
I looked Gary Payton in the eye, shaking his hand. I am not 6 feet. I'm 5'10", 5'11" on a good day.
Listen, bro. Listen. I don't care how. I say this. I haven't met Gary Payton. I have met Michael Jordan.
He was a jerk.
Michael Jordan is 6'6". Let me rephrase. I've been in the room with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is 6'6" for sure.
I played with Michael Jordan as a kid. He came in the Boys and Girls Club doing the whole thing.
You're a better man than me.
I was just happy to be there.
No, I'm just saying I've seen him in person. He's a guaranteed 6'6". Gary Payton is at a minimum. He's not your height.
Dog.
There's no way he's your height, dog.
I'm trying to tell you.
Dog, there's no way. What, he got lifts in the shoes, bro?
Hey, you know what Mike is doing?
I got a picture of GP and
Mike is doing that lean back. Mike is doing that lean back. I promise you.
So, this is Mike the GP. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, First of all, GP doing like this.
Not by much.
Dude, you're 6'1".
I'm 6 even.
Okay. You're 6
Hold
even,
up,
right?
hold up.
Stand
hold
up.
up. This is what you think you and Gary Payton were doing. Gary Payton is not.
No.
You what? You 5'10"? 5'11"?
5'11" on a good day.
5'11". Strong day. Strong day, you 5'11".
Hey, listen,
you know what I'm
6
saying?
feet depending on the boots.
You know what I'm saying? With Tim's, you 6'1".
That's a fact.
With Tim's, you 6'1".
I'm 6'1".
Gary Payton was not wearing Tim's in this picture. More than likely, he was wearing Converses.
He was wearing Nikes, by the way. He has a signature shoe. It's called the glove.
Listen,
get into it with it.
Listen, he is absolutely not that much shorter than Mike.
Dog. Look up a picture with Michael
Was
Jordan.
Gary slouching that day?
Look up a picture of Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley's supposed to be 6'5".
Right.
Look at how close they are to each other. You mean to tell me that look up a picture of Charles Barkley and Gary Payton.
But
Gary Payton is shorter than Charles Barkley.
But 6'5" and 6'6".
No. Look up a picture of Charles Barkley and Gary Payton. I have a picture of Charles Barkley looking down at Gary Payton.
But
how's that possible if he's 6'5"?
Because you're still taller.
Nigga, you are an inch taller, okay?
Hey, listen, inches matter in this game.
It only matters in one situation. We're not talking about it.
I'm really trying to get them like right next to each other. I hate that him and MJ ain't cool no more.
I think they are.
Oh, well, this is an old picture, though. Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley squash beef. So this is them together. I feel like depth is playing a little bit because this make them both look 6'6". And I know Barkley says he's more like 6'4". I don't know.
Wait. You mean to tell me Charles Barkley hunching right there? You see that? Did you see the slant that you have to perform on the top of their heads for that?
That's interesting, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, dog. Stop playing with me.
That's interesting, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
I shook the man's. Listen.
Hold up. This is.
They supposed to. That's supposed to be 6'6" versus 6'5". That's a clear bigger difference than 1 inch.
Well, if in this picture it looked like Barkley is bigger. In this picture it looked like Barkley is taller. I know Barkley is not taller than Jordan.
Guess what? In this picture,
I've seen Barkley in person. I know Barkley's not taller than Jordan.
Oh, I know that to be a fact too.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this: you mean to tell me that reference is as tall as that reference is as tall as Gary Payton? Are you really gonna have this conversation with me, dog?
So this is the
listen.
So
Kobe was 6'6". You really gonna have this conversation with me?
But that looked like 2 inches difference.
Dog, that's not a 2 inch difference.
That's a 2 inch difference.
That's a 3 inch difference.
That's a 2 inch difference. So he's 6'3", not 6'4". Let me tell you something. You said you looked him in the eye.
Listen, maybe he wore
You are 5'11".
Listen, maybe he wore flats that day. I didn't look at his feet, but I shook his hand and I didn't have to do this. That's all I'm saying. Gary Payton is not that much taller.
I mean, if you think about it, like you've met my brother.
Yeah.
My brother's 6'2".
Your brother's not that. No.
You wouldn't think my brother is 6'2".
I promise you, that's Gary Payton. That's Bryant. On God it is. On God it is. I promise you it is. Because I don't look up at Bryant. No, I'm not looking up at Bryant. Is he slightly? Yeah, he is.
He's taller. He's taller than me, but he's 6'2".
I'm letting you know right now, dog. I'm letting you know right now. Gary Payton, underrated.
R1 said maybe he was looking at him from downhill.
Hey, listen. It's a very warpy court. If that was the case. All I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not trying to sit there and say he was on the floor or anything like that. I met the man once. I appreciated who he was.
Listen.
And he was definitely shorter than I thought
I'll say
was.
this. I've seen Isaiah Thomas from a distance. If we talking about anything.
He's shorter.
That's you. So I'm putting IT above Gary Payton. And he played on one leg, dubbing up Magic Johnson.
Nah, I ain't willing to Gary Payton because I think. Hey, listen, if Zeke played Gary Payton's gonna clamp him. Gary Payton's clamping Zeke. On God, he is. On God, and I think Gary Payton is Gary Payton from the town. No, he's from Oakland.
No, Gary Payton from Oakland. Hey, Gary Payton out west.
Hey, I consider him from the town.
Foreign said, "What's everybody hiding in the chat? Must finna start lying like a mug. Ain't no women in here. Y'all tell the truth."
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Don't matter. I still bust your tail on the court. I'll
tell you what, he got more weight than you would think. Me and him played like what? We played 2 shots, 3 shots, something like that. And it literally was like, I hit a 3. He was like, "Oh, you can shoot." I was like, "I can't even see the rim right now. I ain't got no glasses."
It was mad dark.
It was dark than a mug. And then it was him backing in. He had a nice move, real nice move. Talking about back, turn around. It was the Shaq on Jordan move.
Hey, Pat literally said, "You ain't gonna back me down." I was like, "I'm definitely finna back you down."
I mean, he ain't really. I'm out of shape.
It's not about you.
R1 said my NBA height is 6'4". Hey, listen, my 2K height is 6'8". If that's what we putting on our dating profile.
I'm 6'9" in my dreams.
You know what I'm saying? I see what you did there.
I'm about to get up out of here, my boy.
Hey, listen, we all about to get up out of here. Let me know before we leave. Are y'all coming to the live event, man? Are y'all coming to the live event? Have y'all signed up for the live event? I want to know before we get up out of here, man, because the live event is going to be in Country Club Hills at VIP Bar and Grill next Monday. Not tomorrow, Monday after this one. We want to see y'all out there, man. We want to see y'all really tuning in with us, man, really showing love to us, man. We really want y'all to pull up on us, man, because we have had we've had so much fun in here just with y'all, and we ain't even watching nothing. We just in here chopping it up for almost 4 hours.
I didn't realize it was that long, to be honest with you.
So
we literally just did with the one. I've been telling Pat we should do this for like ever, and we like finally did it. And like half the time I forget that we was doing it.
Hey, Kirk Cousins made it a game, dog.
What game he make?
No, it's over.
Hey, listen. You think his kicker gonna give him 16 points while Patrick Mahomes has to get
Yeah, it's over. You would have to lose a lot of points for that to work.
Patrick would have to get all right. Listen, hey, Stephon the Don. It's a wrap for you, my boy.
Yeah.
Go ahead and collect my extra Infinity Stone.
Yeah, man. Hey, I see you again. I'm here to take one back. About to come back like Tony Stark up in the what am I saying? I am Iron Man.
That ain't how you did it, but okay.
That's how it should have been done. How did you miss that opportunity, Marvel? How did you miss that opportunity?
It's gonna be on a What If episode.
What you mean? Oh, man. No, that's a failed movie, dog.
What if Marvel had?
That is a failed movie, man. Man, if y'all could pull up, man, let me know, man. I would really appreciate y'all to rock with us on that. We're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. I don't know, but at a minimum, it was hilarious.
We enjoyed it.
Hey, we gonna holler at y'all later, man. As we got the Lakers halftime, right? The Lakers dominating. He looks like he is about to lose a lot this season. Hey, Chicago world, y'all stay safe out there, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. Your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Petty casting over the pettiest man alive in the building. We will be live, Vern, for tomorrow's game versus Boston. Peace.